Get ready to match the stars. Avery Schreiber, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Joanne Flew, Richard Dawson, and Fanny Blank as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rivers.
Sorry, I asked.
Yes. Are you all quite ready?
Quite ready.
I'm sorry. May I see what you're sporting today?
A little golf lady.
4.
Yeah. No, just
No,
two.
just two. Sorry, I asked.
Yes. Are you all quite ready?
Quite ready.
I'm sorry. May I see what you're sporting today?
A little golf lady.
4.
Yeah. No, just
No,
two.
just two.
We lay on one of those straight lines and 8 people say, no, just 2. All right, let's say hello to Julie Wingate and Joan Wolstein. Now, you got how much now?
1,200.
1,200.
I believe.
What are you going to do with your money?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know what you're going to do with your money?
Well, I do.
You do. What?
Pay bills.
Going to pay bills?
Something boring like that.
Something boring. All right. Now, Joan here has had both of her questions. She's matched 2 of our celebrities, so that when we come back to you in a moment or so, you're going to have to match 2 to tie, 3 to win. So come back in 1 minute and 5 seconds and see how this game turns out. It may be turn. Hello there. Bing. All right. A. It's all yours. Ready? Here we go. Everybody plays. 2 to tie, 3 to win. Last week, in Wide World of Sports, Charlie Smith set 2 world records. First, he became the world champion beer drinker. Then he became the world champion blanker.
I get it. I don't even need to have it.
I don't even have to repeat it, do I? Just put it down there on the card. Charlie Smith became the world champion beer drinker. Then he became the world champion blanker.
It's comparative.
Okay, you got it.
2 to 2.
Right. Put him in the slot, and away we'll go. Right? Charles, put it in the slot. You don't have to write on this. Plenty. Julie Wingate. Last week in Wide World of Sports, Charlie Smith set 2 world's records. First, he became the world's champion beer drinker. Then he became the world champion blanker.
A tinkler.
Tinkler. Well, okay. She says he became the world champion tinkler. We need 2 of those to tie.
I didn't know you could use onomatopoeia.
If we have a flood, you win the game. What do you say?
I'm in the same league. I said voider, which is about the same.
That's it. There's one. Haven't had that word. That's new. Correct?
Well, there's tinkle,
Right.
present, tinkled, past, and tinkler is past participle.
It is. Okay. At this moment, we have a tie score. If you match Charles, Julie, you win the game. Go ahead, Charles.
Well, you've heard of living statues.
Living statues.
They laid him in the park, and he became a living fountain.
A living fountain. Okay, you stand by for a moment or so here, and we'll say goodbye to Joan. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much. I had a good time.
Thank you, Joan. We've got gifts for you together with our thanks for being here on Match Game 76. Joan Wollstad. Here comes the one. There it is. Ta-da! Now you could win over $5,000 right here. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. We polled a recent studio audience, Julie, and we got their best response to this. Blank do. The answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the second most frequently given response, you get $250. The third gets you $100. Whom do you call on over here?
Fanny, please.
Fanny?
Hi there. Oh, gosh, it's times like this when you wonder why you went to drama school. I'm going to, really.
Yes,
I mean, I want to say something because I think that's the answer, but I'm going to say, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say zippity-doo-dah.
Zippity-doo.
Yeah. Zippity-doo, yeah.
Zippity-doo.
Yeah. No, somebody else will say the other.
Okay, there's one.
Richard, please.
Voodoo.
Voodoo. Okay.
Joanne, please.
Well, that has to be one of my most favorite expressions, an old doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
Oh, you can say howdy doo-doo.
McLean Stevenson introduced that word to this show, and we'll never forgive him for it.
See where he went.
That's right. That's why you never see him back here tomorrow night. Oh, no, I'm only kidding, McLean. So you got zippity-doo, voodoo, and doo-doo.
Voodoo.
You don't want no doo-doo? You want voodoo?
Yeah.
You said voodoo. That's your answer. Voodoo. All right, she's looking for voodoo. Let's find out where it is, if it is up there at all. Let's begin by revealing the $100 response. Dippity-doo. Well, that's close to zippity-doo, isn't it? But it's not zippity-doo. Dippity-doo-dah.
Da.
Now, let's see if voodoo is under the $250 number. Voodoo it is! Congratulations, you got it. All right. Hold it. You think it is? Earl? Oh, you think it's Scooby-Dooby-Doo? Oh, wait a minute. How many, raise your hands, how many think it's Scooby-Dooby-Doo? All right, how many think it's the other? It is the other? All right, Earl, show us your doo-doo. Oh! Well, those of you who raised your hands for Scooby-Doo, you were right, and the rest of us were all wrong. Now, Julie, you've picked up a little more money. You got a total of $1,550, and you've with this $250 we've added. But more important than that, we're going to multiply that by 10 so that you can play for $2,500. Now, to collect that amount of money, you've got to match one of our celebrities exactly.
I've done so well with Richard. I'm going to...
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been well.
Richard, she's using your line. Okay, get ready. Here we go. It's worth $2,500. Milk and blank. Milk and blank. Milk and blank. All right, he's finished, Julie. Now we ask you to think of an answer, get your ESP going, get your thought waves, which are electrical impulses, going over to Richard so that he'll say the same thing that you're going to say right now. Milk and...
Cookies.
Milk and cookies. Do you think she's right? Milk and cookies? No. What would you say? Milk and honey. I thought of milk and honey too, but one never knows about this game. There may be other possibilities. Let's find out from Richard right now.
You always do so well with me.
Ah! total of $4,050. 4050. Congratulations to you. You're very happy. Who's that happy guy down there? That's your husband? Okay. The one with the glasses? No. Oh, no. He's happy for you, too. Now, I said, who's that guy down there? She said, that's my husband. I said, the one with the glasses? She says, no. That's... Anyway, she's going to meet another competitor and play another game in a moment or so. But right now, we've got this message for you. Hello there. Now we're going to meet another player. Let's all welcome Greg Todd over here. How are you?
Very well.
Good.
Very well.
Now we'd like to find out a little bit about you, if you would. Tell us, please, where you're from and all that sort of thing.
Okay, I live in San Francisco,
Yeah.
and I flew down this morning to do the show, and I work for a hotel in San Francisco. I majored in linguistics in college, and...
What languages do you speak, Greg?
None, really.
Now, wait a minute. Do the people who gave you your degree at this university know that you majored in linguistics and you don't speak any foreign languages? Do they know that?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
That's how bad it was.
Do you, I take it you don't want to mention the name of the college?
No.
Okay. It'll be our secret. Good luck to you, Greg.
Thank you.
Here we go. Bing. A or B, it's entirely up to you.
B, please.
B it is. New game. We're off and rolling. Hey, you've heard of the book, The Sensuous Woman. You've all heard of that book, right?
Sure.
Well, Farmer Brown just wrote a book. It's called The Sensuous Blink. Good. My sentiments exactly.
About whom were you speaking?
No one in particular. All right, Avery. Here we go. Greg Todd. They made up their minds very, very quickly over there. You've heard of the book, The Sensuous Woman. Did you nod yes? Yes, you did. Farmer Brown just wrote a book. It's called The Sensuous Blank.
Cow.
Cow.
That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. The sensuous cow.
The Sensuous Cow. You think
Never.
that's absurd? You
Never. No,
Why?
it's too big.
Well, it's a play on words.
Pig. The sensuous pig. I definitely...
Now, the pig cannot be sensuous, and there's a little play on words because sensitive cow, you know. Well, never mind. Brett?
Pig can't be sensuous.
No, pig can't be sensuous.
Right, sweetheart.
No.
But you bet your little blank the little cow could
Okay,
help.
well, there's one for Greg. Charles. You're crying, Charles.
Charles is very upset since
Why?
the last round.
What's
I'll
happened?
be all right.
What's wrong,
Well,
Charles?
Zippity-Doo and Scooby-Doo and Voodoo, I've played a part for 5 years on television for the little children.
Yes.
And my part was Hoodoo.
Hoodoo.
And, you know, when you're not remembered, Gene,
Yes, it hurts.
So I want to see everybody back in my dressing room. So I went cow-doo. No.
Now, I'm sorry.
Who was that talking then?
That was Charles. Yeah.
Charles who?
Charles Nelson Riley.
Do.
Who plays a character called Hoodoo, and no one remembers.
Oh, it was how-do.
Howdo.
Charles should know, Joanne.
Could be
I
anybody.
think it was Hoodoo.
It's Hoodoo. It's called The Sensuous Cow, according to Greg. What do you say?
I think there's nothing better than an old sensuous cow.
Yes, of course. They're the best kind.
Yes, of course.
Farmer Brown just wrote a book. It's called The Sensuous Cow. Richard, what do you think of that?
The book is called The Sensuous Sow. Now, they can be sensuous.
Right.
Unlike your pig.
Okay. Now, it's
Yes.
called Sensuous. What do
Well,
you
that
say?
book answers the question why that cow was so contented.
Oh. Oh. Hey, that's not bad for a first rounder, Greg, isn't it? 4 is very good for a first round question because they're usually a little tougher than the second rounders. All right, here's Julie's first rounder. It goes as follows. As any fool in this theater can plainly see, Avery Schreiber does not own a comb. Is that apparent to one and all? Okay, instead, once a day, Avery combs his hair with a blank.
Do I write?
You're right. Everybody plays.
With a...
He
Oh, I
combs his
got
hair
it.
with a blank.
Just took a minute there. I got it. Oh, there's no.
All right. After you missed the slot. The slot is right down there. That's
I know, Doctor. Do I ever play piano again?
Yes, you will.
thank
See,
you.
these bandages will come off and you're going to be all right.
Thank you. You said that.
Okay. Now, Avery's finished, and we'll come over here to Julie. As any fool can plainly see, Avery Schreiber does not own a comb. Instead, once a day, Avery combs his hair with a
We use the same thing, a beater.
beater. Okay. She went for your standard line there.
But it's not a rug.
It's not a rug. It's yours.
No, it's mine.
It is yours.
It sure is.
Right.
Well, as much as stays.
Yes.
And, once in a while you get one.
Does it hurt if you pull it that way?
Oh, no, not at all.
Now, wait a minute, though.
No.
If you pull it right, something funny happens to your eyes. Look straight ahead there.
Nothing happens, does it? What are you doing? It doesn't do anything. Oh,
Aha. Show and tell.
blender.
Blender. How about blender and beater?
It's not the same.
Oh.
You can beat it, but you
Now,
can't
wait a
blend
minute.
it.
No, blender and beater are not the same. Blenders are run electrically, and beaters can be by hand, and they don't go as fast. Okay, you, my dear.
I believe that this will take care of the whole question. Egg beater.
Egg beater is a match. Okay, there's one for Julie. Charles.
Another egg beater.
2 egg beaters there. So, this moment the score is 4-2. Let's see what you've offering this little girl.
I couldn't see an egg beater doing that toss look, so I said a rake.
A rake.
Pull it out.
That'll make it look a little musty. Richard?
I said a blender. I'm sorry.
A blender. All right, Fanny. Blender or beater? What have you got there?
I'm afraid I'm a slave to brand names. I meant the same thing. I said Mixmaster.
Mixmaster. Well,
You'll
that,
be one in the mail.
Yeah.
So at this moment, the score is 4-2. End of round 1 in favor of Greg. And round 2 is coming up. But first, this is coming your way.
Today's consolation prizes are Hanford Forge Stainless from Washington Forge. Complete service is proud. Carefree Stainless in the walnut chest. Beautiful Hanford Stainless. And an alarm clock and a bicentennial salute to America. 1776. An incredibly crunchy peanut butter bar with all the goodness you come to expect from the makers of Flack Bars. And a hairdryer and grease relief degreaser from Texas. A quick and easy way to solve hundreds of everyday grease problems in your kitchen and laundry. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the blank. Maybe he'll make it when match game 76 continues in a minute.
Ready. All right. Round 2 coming up. Here we go. Now, Greg, it's up to you. A or B?
B again, please.
B again. Only 2 people play. Avery and Richard.
Yes.
The 2 pig people. Right. The pig and the sow. Yeah. Colonel Sanders has been around chickens so long, he's starting to think he's a chicken. He's starting to think he's a chicken.
That's better.
Yesterday, the colonel tried to blank himself. That's it.
That's what I thought, too.
No.
Okay. Here we go. Now, Greg, you know who Colonel Sanders is?
Yes, of course.
He's been around chicken so long, he started to think he's a chicken. Yesterday, the colonel tried to blank himself.
Fry himself.
Fry. Colonel tried to fry himself. Avery?
Yeah, well, I didn't have that.
You didn't have that.
No, but I figure any man that age who thinks he's a chicken is trying to pluck himself.
Trying to pluck himself. I guess that's a better answer. Fry and pluck would be the 2 good choices, I guess, Greg. Now, Richard?
Son of pluck.
So, the 2 pig people keep thinking alike, huh?
Yes.
All right. So that's still 4-2, and you got a chance there, Julie. 2 to tie and 3 to win. You ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Brett does not play. Charles does not play. The rest of you, if you would, please respond to this.
That time.
Poor Ralph. He doesn't have a nose, so every time he gets a cold, he has to blow his blank. Ralph, poor fellow, he doesn't have a nose, so every time he gets a cold, he has to blow his blank. Yeah. You didn't hear that. It goes like this. Poor Ralph, he doesn't have a nose, so every time he gets a cold, he has to blow his blank. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Think about it. All right? You're not doing anything over here.
I'm not doing anything.
You're not. Well, no, that's later.
Oh. Just because Helen's in town, should we cancel?
Yes, we cancel the hotel and the motel in Encino for tonight.
Charles will call first so they won't
Right.
recognize my voice.
Okay. Put something in the slot there because it's time flies.
Put
Here we go.
something in.
Now, Julie. Poor Ralph. He doesn't have a nose, so every time he gets a cold, he has to blow his...
Ears.
Oh,
Ears is okay. Ears is all right. Blow his ears. Avery,
You ever have one of those weeks?
are you having one?
No, ears.
Ears.
You got one.
4-3. Now you. 4-3 is the score. You're up
That was
next.
the dumbest question I've
Was
ever
it dumb?
heard.
Ears is a good answer.
I know. I put mouth.
Mouth is another good answer. Yeah, mouth is all right. Richard, poor Ralph. He doesn't have a nose, so every time he gets a cold, he has to blow his ears.
Blow his brains out.
Blow his brains out. Okay, 4-3. You got to match Fanny to achieve a tie and stay in the game.
Pressure.
Fanny.
Pressure.
Pressure.
Oh, ears.
Tie score. So we got a 4-4 tie, and I'll tell you what happens after a tie right after we tell you about this message. The end has come. I'm sorry to say we got to cool it right here. And when we get back next time, we will see if we can break this tie by going to a tiebreaker question. You were all just grand.
Weren't we?
Just grand. You're okay. And because you're so good, you can all come back tomorrow. All right?
Terrific.
Or next time, whenever it is, because we never know what day of the week is this. Are we in sync or not? No, I guess we're not in sync. Anything? No, there's no time. Gene Rivers here. Join us next time for Match Game 76. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 76, a Mark Goodson, Bill Topman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of the CBS stations. Match Game 74, production number 0170, air date to be announced, VTR 22374, take one. Get ready to match the stars. Bert Convy, Brett Summers, Dick Gautier, Elaine Joyce, Richard Dawson, and Ann Elder as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now, here's the host of Match Game 74, Gene Rivers.
Thank you very much. I thank you for standing up. How come you didn't stand up?
I'd already straightened my shorts during the break. Thank you, anyway.
I know
this
that.
lovely lady?
Yes, the studio audience knows all about Ann Elder and the thing that she's wearing on her chest, but I think America ought to hear about it because it's most unusual.
Yes.
It was a Christmas gift, is that
That's right. One of the girls on Stand Up and Cheer.
A show which you write.
That's right.
For Christmas present, she stitched every little sequin on here, and it says Hollywood on there. She was going to put San Bernardino, but I didn't have the room for it.
Thank you. Shall we say hello to our current champ, Kathleen Ellis? Shall we do that? Hello, Kathleen Ellis, how are you? You got $6,800. And as time expired last time, she had won another game and started the super match and won the $500 part of that. And now she'll be going for $5,000 on a head-to-head match with one celebrity, and we'll find out which one she will choose right after we pass along this message to you. All right, we're ready to have a go at it now. Kathleen, are you ready?
Ready.
All right, now you've won the $500. That means at this time you will be playing for 10 times that amount, or $5,000. Remember to collect. You got to match one celebrity. Has to be an exact match. And which one will you choose?
Bert.
Bert Convey, you are chosen.
Okay.
You get ready to write. Kathleen will face me. This is the $5,000 question, which will not come out of the envelope. There it is. Soap blank. S-O-A-P blank. Soap blank. Please don't say any answers out loud, audience. We appreciate your enthusiasm. But it may be a rotten answer, which you'll hear and then say it, and then where are you, you know? Okay, Bert's finished. Now, we need an answer from you, Kathleen. How do you fill in the blank? Soap?
Opera?
Soap opera? The audience thinks you're right. We're going to find out right now if you've matched Bert Convey for $5,000. Bert, may we see your answer, please?
Yes, you may. I thought of a lot of things, and I didn't know what to write, but it did come up.
Soap opera! Just because she's a rich lady, what kind of business is that there? I guess you're pretty happy and excited, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, listen, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to introduce another player right now, and let's bring on Susan Alch. People in the studio audience knows who this is, and I guess all of America knows who this is because his face has been on camera a lot. I know you're not Susan Alch. I do know you're Mark Goodson.
That's right.
Of Goodson Codman. So what I want to know is, what the heck are you doing out here?
Tell you why I came out. First of all, I'd like to get some of the $5,000 back. Actually, I came out. It's a very auspicious occasion, Gene. As you know, in a very short time, this show, Match Game, has become the #1 daytime show in all of television.
Yes. Yes, we're all very happy about that. Thank you.
And since you are the star of the show, we tried to find something appropriate to get for you. We thought of an Oscar or an Emmy. But I thought of something that was more appropriate. This is a bag for your needlepoint.
Are you kidding?
Now, would you mind modeling that for me, Jane?
Listen. Well, now, you know, I live in Cape Cod and I fly a lot, and you can read so many
books. He does fly a lot. That's
not what I mean. Yes. And I do a lot of needlepoint while I'm flying on the airplane. And I think this is a terrific gift, and I don't care what you think. I love it. Thank you very much, Jane. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Mark. Yes. Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. Well, I think that is just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I'm going to wear it for the entire show. Yes.
And are you going to get offers?
Yes.
Does this mean the prom is off?
Yes. That is really an elegant thing, and I'm very happy to have it. Now, Susan Alch, we welcome you. Sorry for the delay, but we're very happy to have you here with us. And would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I have two very nice children, Jeffrey and Michael, and I like to skin dive and play bridge, and that's about it.
Yeah, where do you skin dive?
Well, we used to skin dive around Malibu, but now you can't see 2 feet in front of your face.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry that's happening.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, water's getting a little dirty there,
Right.
eh?
See, you still can do it around Catalina.
You can still do it around Catalina.
Right.
You can still do it around Catalina.
Where did you say?
We got a bus
Catalina?
outside leaving for Catalina in a little while. No. Well, let's begin this game, shall we? Susan, you know how this goes, don't you? The challenger usually makes the selection, and we ask you to do that.
Okay? My son said take A for Alch.
Your son said, say, A for Alch, is what his son said.
Wait a minute, all my cards have been...
Somebody marked it. Here, darling.
Oh, thank you
Do you
very
have
much.
some?
Yes, I have some now.
Okay.
Somebody
All right.
marked his
Here we
card.
go.
Do anything to get on camera. Somebody's taking my card.
I'll smash you with my needlepoint bag. Harry said to Bill, "What's green and scaly and 10 feet tall?" And Bill said, "I don't know." And Harry said, "I don't know either, but it's blanking your wife." It's a long question. Harry said to Bill, "What's green and scaly and 10 feet tall?" And Bill said, "I don't know." And Harry said, "I don't know either, but it's blanking your wife." Just think about something, but don't think too hard. While you're doing that, I'll come over and admire my needlepoint bag. Isn't that beautiful? If you don't have color television, you can't realize it's red and it's got all different things on it there. Are you finished, Elaine, are you ready? No. Now we'll call on Susan Alch. You know, I don't know, and Harry said, "I don't know either, but it's blanking your wife." Did you hear the question?
Yes.
Okay.
I was down to a choice of 3, and I'm going to go with kissing.
Kissing. Kissing your wife. That's her answer. And what's yours, Bert?
That big scaly thing was indeed kissing.
Kissing. There's a match for you, Susan Alch. Your kids were right, I guess, so far. Brett.
What were their names? Harry and who?
Harry and Bill.
Oh, well, Harry and his wife were separated, and this big green scaly thing was staying with his wife.
I see.
Speak to you, my friend.
I got news for you. You don't have a friend. Dick, what did you say?
Well, I hate big, scaly things kissing, so I just put hugging.
Hugging. All right. No kissing in
You're
here.
married to a big green scaly thing.
A terrible thing to say. What do you say?
Well, I saw this big green scaly thing, and I
Yes?
thought you were talking about some horror movie or something like that, so this thing was eating his wife.
Aha! Like a dragon or a monster or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Richard?
I refuse to answer on the grounds it may incriminate me. However, I did put kissing.
Kissing, there's another match. That's 2 for you.
Well, let's just say he was on his way to kissing. So while he was on his way, he was crawling up his wife.
I see. Okay.
I was going to kiss.
It wasn't a big green scale, it was a small green scaly thing. Crawling up
No,
your
no, he
wife.
had a 12-foot wife.
All right, so it's 2 for you, and in a moment we'll have a question for you. But now, friends, we've got this for you. Hello there. Shall we have another go at it? Okay, we shall. Now, this is your question in round 1. Everybody plays because this is the second half of round 1. Ed took so many vitamins all his life that when he finally died, his blank lived on for another 2 weeks. Ed took so many vitamins all his life that when he finally died, his blank lived on for another 2 weeks. You're finished. You're the best. Right.
Not necessarily. Quick is not necessarily terrific.
That's true.
Do you know, I always thought you were blind. I put my glasses on and found out you really have dark hair.
Yes, I am a brunette. Turning a little bit silver in some spots now around the temples.
But just among the gold, dear.
Yes. What are you doing, dear? Oh, would you like a little help? Ed took so many vitamins all his life that when he finally died, his blank lived on for another 2 weeks.
What did he take the vitamins for?
Well, for a friend.
For a friend?
Okay. Kathleen, Ed took so many vitamins all his life that when he finally died, his blank lived on for another 2 weeks.
Okay, I think his body lived on. He died, his soul died, but his body lived.
Yes, you don't have to explain it. I understand what your body is.
Is she a religious fanatic?
Yes. It's a great thought. Her answer is body, Bert. What's yours?
Well, I said he died, but his liver lived on.
There's a good answer. That's a good answer. Brett, what do you say?
My liver died about 6 years ago.
But your body lives on.
Well, I'm not too sure about that. That's a dumb answer. But it's all right, because I said...
Oh, Kathleen scores one with body there. All
If
right,
only
Dick.
your mind could live, then you'd really be in good shape. Her liver.
Liver was the answer. All right. Now, I'm sorry that you didn't understand the question, did you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you did understand it. Did you understand that some part of his body was what the thing implied, really? Or no. Okay. Well, would you show the
But
people?
after Richard cleared it up and said his friend lived on, that made it perfectly clear.
Yes, that's it. You see? So that's her answer.
So it's his fault.
It's his. That was a dumb answer.
Gee, she's smart as a whip, isn't she?
All right, Richard.
Better and better.
Yeah, you do indeed. Boy, I'll bet you'll try and follow that act.
Don't give her anything sharp.
Liver. Liver is the answer. Body's the answer Kathleen looking for. After he died, his blank lived on for another 2 weeks. What do you say, Ann?
Well, I know that vitamins make you very strong and everything, so I thought that his muscles just sort
His
of lived
muscles
on.
lived on for another 2 weeks. Okay, there's some logic to that, too. Now, let's move on to round 2, folks. Susan, would you make a selection?
I'll go with A again.
A for Alch. It's 2-1 in favor of the challenger at this moment. Bert, you will not play, and Richard, you will not play. Before the actor goes on stage, he always kisses his blank for good luck. This is an actor. Before the actor...
Is that any actor?
Yeah.
Not a particular actor?
No particular actor we have in mind. Before the actor goes on stage, he always kisses his blank for good luck.
Oh, I know what it is, and I can't think of it.
Draw a picture of
wait a
it.
minute.
We'll figure it
wait,
out.
I'll draw a picture of it. It's like it goes like that. Oh, no, that's wrong. Wait a minute.
It certainly is.
Wait, now, there are people who are going to be able to explain it, and everyone...
expression.
I see. Okay, they're all finished now. Now, Susan, we call on you. Before the actor goes on stage, he always kisses his blank for good luck.
I'm going to go with mirror.
Mirror? He kisses his mirror. I knew he liked his mirror, but I didn't know he kissed his mirror before he went on stage. Brett, what do you say he kissed?
Isn't he writing?
No.
Oh, okay, honey.
I don't know. I can't even write. I can't
Well,
read
no,
that.
what I said was mid-back, but it isn't mid-back. What are those things that Jewish people have on the front?
A mezuzah.
A mezuzah, yes.
A mitback. They sound alike. You would mitback and mezuzah.
Yes, we know what you meant.
Did she say mezuzah?
No, she didn't say mezuzah. She said mirror.
Okay, I'll tear my answer up there
All right.
and say whatever she said.
Tear your body up, would you, and put it in the slot there. Dick, what
I
did
know
you
from
say?
my own experience being a supreme narcissist, it's mirror.
Mirror is a man. Okay. Now, how about you, my dear?
How about me?
Yes.
See, when Brett says something like that, nobody gets on her for being a dummy and all that, right?
Oh, yeah, we do.
You do?
Oh, we do a lot, yes.
Okay, well, all the actors I've ever worked with have come by and said something, and then they give me a little kiss, their leading lady.
Kiss the leading lady. How sweet.
How does
Then
that
they kill
work?
you on
Boring.
stage.
Band.
In the boys in the band?
How did that work?
It didn't work in the boys in the band. They kissed the cowboy there. What did you say, my dear?
Well, this is really sickening.
It is?
Yes,
Don't
it
show
is.
it then if it's sickening.
Well, it's not that sickening.
Oh, all right.
He always kissed his mother's picture.
Oh, that's sickening. That's it. Isn't that sickening, folks? That is sickening there. No, that's not. That's a kind of a sweet thought there. So the score at this moment is 3-1. You scored 2 times with that, Susan, right? Once. I beg your pardon. Once. It was 2-1, and now it's 3-1. And I don't know what the score is, but I'll figure it out in a moment or so, and then you'll come back, and I'll tell you what the score is.
Today's consolation prizes are Eureka Canister Vacuum Cleaner with powerful fan jet motor, convenient 7-piece tool pack. This Eureka cleans everything from rugs to curtains. And heavy-duty Glamourine Rug Shampoo, the rug cleaner that's the efficient, easy way to clean or brighter rugs from Glamourine. And a supply of Airwick Solid, including rose, natural, and lemon scents in beautiful decorated colors. Airwick works 24 hours a day to help eliminate odors. We'll carry on with the blanks on Match Game 74 in 60 seconds.
Here we are. 3-1 is the score in favor of the challenger. And we go to the second half of our second and final round. Kathleen must score 2 matches to achieve a tie and stay in the game. Then we go to tiebreaker if that happens. 3, however, will win another game for you, Kathleen. Last time you matched Brett, so you will not participate in this. Everyone else will. Wilma's kitchen was really a mess because she forgot to blank the chicken before she cooked it. Wilma's kitchen was really a mess because she forgot to blank the chicken before she cooked it. All right. The upper tier is ready. Yes. Okay. All right, we're all set over there. Kathleen, think about it now. Wilma's kitchen was really a mess because she forgot to blank the chicken before she cooked it.
She forgot to pluck it.
Pluck it. 2 plucked chickens will tie the score. 3 will win the game. What do you say, sir?
Well, Kathleen and I are on the same wavelength as usual. Pluck!
Pluck the chicken. All right. And Dick Godier.
I had another image in mind, and that's empty the chicken.
I see.
It's a little messier, but what the heck,
It's a more polite word than eviscerate, I would say. And how about you? Do you
Don't mix me up with these big words.
Okay.
It was a mess because she forgot to pluck it.
Pluck the chicken. That ties the score. Now, if you match either Richard or Ann, Kathleen, you will win another game.
Good gravy.
She forgot to blank the chicken before she cooked it. What do you say to that?
She forgot to clean the chicken.
Clean the chicken.
You know the expression, clean
Is that a
chicken.
match? That is a match, and that wins the game. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations. There's another $100 for you. And now, Susan Altsche, say goodbye to you. We've got a gift for you backstage, together with our thanks for being with us on Match Game 74. Susan Altsche, there she goes. All right. Now, Kathleen, we polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank mate. Now, you know how the answers go, 500, 250, and 100. 3 celebrities can give you a little help. Choose them one at a time.
Bert.
Bert Convy, how do you fill that in?
I would say first mate.
First mate is his answer.
Dick.
Dick Godier?
Ship's mate. The shipmate, rather.
Shipmate.
Shipmate.
Okay, there's 2.
Brett.
And Brett, what do you say?
How about soulmate?
Soulmate is her answer. Okay.
Don't
you've got
cry like that. You know I'm
soulmate.
very insecure about my answers anyway.
First mate and shipmate. You may choose one of those or give us your own answer. What would you like to do?
I'm going to say first mate.
First mate is the answer that Bert gave you. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. May we see the $100 response? Paper mate. That's a commercial thing, isn't it? All right, still looking for first mate. Here's the $250 response. Playmate. Oh, that's another good one then. None of us thought about, did we, folks?
No.
All right, last chance for first mate. Here is the $500 response. Checkmate. Checkmate. Sorry about that. Actually, now that you see them, they're all pretty good answers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, Kathleen, you've picked up a little more money. You're up to $11,900. You'll meet another player and play another game. First, this message. Okay, we're going to see our champion next time we get together. We've said goodbye to her, and it's time to say goodbye together with a very warm thank you to all of these people. Of course, we hope all of you will stay tuned for Tattletales with Bert Convy there and
Thank you,
his
Gene. I
group
hope they do.
of lovable kooks. They're a grand bunch, as these are. You are a grand bunch. And next time we get together, we will have this assortment of zanies.
Pat Harrington, Brett Summers, Nipsey Russell, Fannie Flagg, Richard Dawson, and Joanne Woolley.
Gene Rayburn for Match Game 74. Join us next time. Thank you.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of these CBS stations. Get ready to match the star. Edward Asner, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Julie London, Richard Dawson, and Fanny Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
Hey, John. Friend. Nice to see all of your beautiful bodies. Everybody okay over here?
Right.
Our regulars, Brett, Charles, and Richard, and our semi-regular with the dollar sign on her front there.
Save your pennies, honey.
Okay, what do I get? No, don't answer that. Well, listen, old bean, we've worked together before, but you've never been here.
No,
so
I've never
we
been
have a little
here.
tradition here.
Thanks for having me.
That when we have new people, we give them a special welcome. You got it. Okay. Now, what do you say?
Did you do
no,
the
I'm
same
sorry.
thing to him?
No, she did it for him. She carries it, takes care of the upstairs.
Remember when we talked about New York versus London, and I said I preferred London?
Yes.
This is what I was talking about.
Julie London, right towel. Okay, now let's say hello to Dorothy Seidel and Terry Richardson. Dorothy's our current champ. She's won 3 games, has a grand total of $7,000 even, which is pretty good here. 7,000. Listen, is that you bought a Poochie since we last saw each other? You're starting to spend the money already, and we haven't even sent it to you.
I got carried away.
Well, good for you. And she's being challenged by Terry here. We've had our first round questions, and actually this is kind of a tight game here. It's 4-3 in Terry's favor. We'll go to the second and final round in a moment or so, but right now we want you to pay strict attention to this. Now, I push this button here and reveal our second round questions. Final round. Terry, it's up to you to make your decision here, A or B.
I'll try B this time.
B it is. 2 people play only. Only 2. Richard and Fanny are the only 2 who will participate in this because he matched 4 of the celebrities during the first round.
Well, who matched here when I wasn't
Well, whoever
here?
was sitting there played the first round. Betty White.
Well, isn't she a smart one?
She is smart,
Okay.
yes. Here it is. The doctor said to Fat Phil, I've got a surefire way for you to lose 20 pounds of ugly fat. I'm going to cut off your blank. Surefire way for you to lose 20 pounds of ugly fat. I'm going to cut off your blank.
Okay. I suppose now Julie London's here this week, you won't even notice Fanny and I at all.
No. No, I will be up there sometime during the course of the week to kiss your lips, just as I did hers.
I know that you're just going to be hugging
She's a good
Julie
kisser.
and all
Are you ready, Fanny?
Yes.
Okay, Terry Richardson. The doctor said to Fat Phil, I've got a surefire way for you to lose 20 pounds of ugly fat. I'm going to cut off your blank.
Your head.
Your head. All right. You're up first.
Terry, he wouldn't care whether he was fat or thin if his head was cut off. I thought he'd take a little slice of his derriere.
It's the other end.
Get a little behind in his work.
Yes. All right. Now, what did you say, Fanny?
I knew Fat Phil.
You did know Fat Phil.
He was awfully cute, but I thought that he should have his wife's head cut off.
Head and wife's head does not match. So now, Dorothy, here's what you have to do. You have to match one celebrity to tie, two to win. You ready? This is it. Listen carefully. Only 3 people play.
The top row.
The top row plays.
Silly...
Oh, the pretties are playing.
Yeah, the pretties are playing.
No, we're not. The top row's playing.
Here it is, at the restaurant. Jerry said to the waiter, he said, about this soup, aren't these matzo balls a little heavy? And the waiter said, to tell you the truth, we ran out of matzo balls. You're eating blank balls.
Golly, you have white teeth.
Thank you. All right.
Ed?
Oh,
Ed isn't hurrying. Ed is poking along.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right, now he's finished, and we'll come over here to Dorothy Seibel. At the restaurant, Jerry said to the waiter, about this soup, aren't these matzo balls a little heavy? And the waiter said, to tell you the truth, we ran out of matzo balls. You're eating blank balls.
Golf balls.
Golf balls. I think that's pretty good. By Jove, I think that lady came up with a rather acceptable answer, don't you, Ed? What?
It's, I wasn't playing, but
That's right. You have golf balls there.
won't
Okay.
help her, but-
Yeah. Ed?
Well, suffering the the newness of all this, I feel like a virgin again.
Oh, really? I don't care to hear about it.
I was a little. Well, you were there. You don't have to.
It's not true.
No, I'm much younger than. Anyway, I suffered from panic, and I put
Just
down
wrote
an
an
inane answer.
Well, I'm glad you did something. Snowballs. Okay.
Is that wrong?
To tell you the truth, you're eating snowballs.
Oh, yes,
All right.
that is about as wrong as you can get.
Leave him alone. He's a new kid on the block.
You mind your own beeswax here now. I once made matzo balls, and I literally threw them into the sink, and they went like that, and they bounced. That's true. They're very hard to make. I said golf balls.
Golf ball. Now we have a tie score. Charles?
Hello, dear.
And she used the broth from her homemade soup to polish her car. She's fabulous. I'm sorry, sir, golf ball.
Golf balls wins the game. Cute anyway. All right, you stand by for a moment. You've done it again. Terry, we're going to say goodbye to you, but we've got gifts for you. Together with our thanks for being with us here on Match Game 75. Terry Richardson, ladies and gentlemen. Now, while he's spinning off, we'll spin this message for you, and then you hurry back and see how she does with the big money here. Once again, we are up here with Dorothy. It's your 4th time, right?
I don't remember.
Yes, it is. Your 4th time, Dorothy. You have $7,100. Once again, you're going to try for over $10,000, and I guess we ought to begin. Stand on that hunk of adhesive tape there, and everything will be okay. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank breath. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250. The bottom one gets you $100. And whom do you call on for an assist over here?
Charles?
What do you say, Charles?
I got a couple, but I think bad breath.
Okay. All right, that's one.
Brett?
What about out of breath?
Out of breath. That's 2.
And Richard.
Came to me third, eh? Well, don't hold your breath.
Don't hold your breath is 1, bad breath is 2, and out of breath is 3. You want one of those?
Yes, I would like to go with Charles' answer, bad breath.
Bad breath? I think you're letting the audience influence you, aren't you?
Only in America could bad breath get a round of applause.
That's right. It's a strange situation.
It
Really
shatters
strange.
you, doesn't it?
Let's see if we can find bad breath. Blah. I hate this whole routine. May we see the $100 response? Sweet breath. Yeah, why can't that give you more
Nothing
money?
for sweet
They don't
breath
applaud
here.
sweet breath. Bad breath is what they applaud. Weirdos. All right, here's a $250 response. Deep breath. They don't even applaud that.
Oh, it's a
Guy's
great
gasping. Take a deep breath there. I tell you, I'm really going to be disappointed in America and our studio audiences and everybody if the bad breath pays off $500. I'm really going to be terribly disappointed there. Oh, I want you to have the money, but I don't. All right, go ahead, slide it, Earl. Well, all right, so you won the money. Congratulations. Now you got $7,600 there. Okay, now you're gonna play for Now you're gonna play for $5,000. Get the Kleenex out. This girl is a weeper. First weeper we've had. She wins the money and she starts bawling like a baby, but we're very happy for her. She got $7,600. Now to collect the $5,000, which will give you over $12,000, you got to match one of the celebrities exactly. Which one will it be?
Richard.
Richard. All right.
I've been through all her tears with her.
In anticipation of winning the money, she's already crying there. All right. You stand on the adhesive
She's having
tape.
a nervous breakdown?
No. Just face me if you would, please, Dorothy. Richard, here it is. It's worth $5,000. Nervous blank. Okay, he's finished. Now, Dorothy, what answer do you want to give us what you think will match his nervous blank?
Well, I really have to say breakdown.
Why? You're close to one, are you?
Yes.
Are you close to one? This poor girl thinks she's ready to have a nervous breakdown. You're not going to have a nervous breakdown on camera. Wouldn't that be a first, friends? All right, she says nervous will break down. Will match her for $5,000. What do you say, Richard?
I'm sorry, that didn't even occur to me.
You didn't occur to you? Yeah.
Nervous breath, I thought. Maybe I'll cry this time. Nervous is a cat.
Nervous breakdown, she said.
Nervous as a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Enough to give you a break.
You have a grand total of $12,600, and we're all very happy for you. Now let's meet Edith Sprinkle. Here comes Edith Sprinkle. Wait a minute. All right, Edith, let's bring Edith Sprinkle in. I'll get to you in a second there, Joe. What do you have to say, Charles?
I just have to say I think it's shocking.
What?
Because when she came on the show about 1.5 years ago,
Yes.
as a poor woman, she said her nieces and nephews were staying home to watch her.
Yeah.
They have now all failed out of class.
Yeah.
But they don't care because they go around the city saying, our aunt's a very rich lady.
Let's say hello to Edith Sprinkle. Hello, Edith. Edith, you're very happy for her, right?
Oh, excited.
Good. Where are you from, Edith?
Miami, Florida.
Yep. You live here now?
No.
You live in Miami?
Well, I come back and forth to see my family here all
I
the
see.
time, as much as I can.
Yes. And anything else you want to tell us about yourself?
Yes, I'm a married lady and have been for 30-odd years.
Yep.
To a marvelous man. I have 2 wonderful, wonderful children. One of them's out there.
Good.
And one of them teaches at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
And life is beautiful. I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you, Edith Sprinkle. Good luck to you. I'll push the button, reveal our first round questions. Dorothy, you ready? Is there something we can do for you? Want some water? This is not Road of Life, Dorothy. This is Match Game.
I'm smiling.
That's all right. She's smiling through.
Sip of something. There's your winning card.
Right, thank you.
It says on there, you'll soon have enough to support me. Take a sip. I must have it back, though.
Take a sip of that. That'll be good for you.
Thank you.
Where's the bang on the drum there, the way Jackie Gleason always had? Boy, all right.
Love this.
Thank you very much. Now, I ask Edith Sprinkle to make her selection here, A or B.
Well, my granddaughter said take A.
Is that what she said? How old is
Why
she?
take B, then?
She said 8.
She's 8. All right, everybody plays. This is it. Murray said Dr. Soul, the foot doctor, is really strange. After... Stay out of show business. Dr. Soul, the foot doctor, is really strange. After he removed my corn, he blanked it. So do I.
Just the kind of question I loathe and detest.
After he removed my corn, he blanked it.
First
All
round's
right.
finished.
We're all finished now.
Splendid.
We're finished.
All right. Ed's ready here. And I guess we're ready up there, too. Okay, here we go. Yes. Fanny, did you put it in the slot?
Yes,
it
right.
didn't
She was the
not
first one
quite
read.
get in there. All right, Edith, here we are up to you. Murray said, Dr. Soul, the foot doctor, is really strange. After he removed my corn, he blanked it.
Pickled it.
He pickled it? Yeah. I think our doctor was a little stranger than that, as you will find out when we call upon our celebrated guests. Edward?
Well, the cost of meat these days and the
I see what you're leading up
high
to.
cost of feed grains,
Yeah.
I felt that the doctor wasn't as strange as...
Oh, he planted it.
He planted it.
Oh. All right, that's an interesting answer. Sure. Hadn't occurred to me. That's okay. Brett, what'd you say?
I'm going quickly by this answer because I strongly resent this question, but I said he boiled it and ate it.
Boiled it and ate it. Well, the audience thinks that's the popular favorite, according to their applause and yaying. Charles?
He almost popped it. No, he ate it with butter and salt.
Today's program is really revolting. All right. Give us a good answer.
Well, I'm just as revolting as everybody else.
Revolting Julie London said he ate it. No, 8 is the answer. Yeah, 8 is the answer. If you got a weird foot doctor, he'd eat that corn after he cut it off there. What'd you say?
I was going to say that he sold it to the Jolly Green Giant. Edith, it's no good going like this, because I never heard of pickled corn, otherwise I would have written it. I wrote 8. I thought that's what you would say.
So, as a matter of fact, there is, you can buy those tiny ears of corn in quart jars, and they
Pickled?
are pickled.
Yeah.
Yes. You've had those,
I
haven't you?
honestly have never heard of that, but I would have written it,
Yes.
Edith.
But it's a rather esoteric dish. What did you say, Fanny?
I say Ed Asner's the cutest thing since Santa Claus.
That's right.
But I said 8, unfortunately.
8 it is.
Yeah.
Well, if you had said 8, you did well. You would have done very well with that.
You're brilliant.
Yeah. Sybil, we'll have a question for you in a moment, and we'll give you a chance to get it together while we do a little business with America. This is it. Now, we go, Dorothy, this is all yours, your first round question. Everybody plays. Here it is. When Harvey was arrested, the police gave him the world's most horrible torture. They locked him in a room with blank. Gave him the world's most horrible torture. They locked him in a room with blank. It's a first rounder. You know how they
Yes,
are.
we'll
So just
just
put something
clip on.
down, and away we
Watch
go.
him in a-
Nothing
I
there
drew a
yet.
complete blank.
That's the name of the game. Complete blank. Listen, if I haven't said it before, I want to say it right now. The official. I think you're absolutely marvelous on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, isn't he? Yeah. You are some actor. He's so shy, isn't he? Yeah.
You know why he's happy?
Why?
He's just got the oil drilling rights to Jack Lord's hair.
I'd like to get the rights to Jack Lord's hair, period.
Okay.
Dorothy, we're ready for you. When Harvey was arrested, the police gave him the world's most horrible torture. They locked him in a room with blank.
I blank too.
You drew a blank, too?
Yeah, well,
Well, these are a little hard.
it's
She had a hard one, you've got a hard one. We try and give you each ones of equal degree of difficulty. What do you say?
with, oh, this is terrible. With
Yes.
Nixon?
With who?
Nixon.
With Nixon. Well, that would be good or bad, depending on your viewpoint. Edward?
You know,
She drew a blank. Now, this is a difficult question. I got to admit
I feel so rotten, and the way you've you know, your previous remark to me and all that.
Yes, and I've been so gracious to you and so kind. And you're letting us down.
Please, no. Just please write this off as a case of nerves on my part.
Oh, you rascal! He said me. What would be so bad about that? Okay.
Shall I tell them? Oh, no, I better.
No, better not then. Now, what do you say?
Well, darling, I couldn't think. I went totally blank like Dorothy, but I loved her answer. I thought that was a terrific. I'm on her side. I said the Seven Dwarfs drunk.
The Seven Dwarfs drunk.
I mean, that...
That'd drive you right up the wall, wouldn't it?
You'd go crazy.
All right. Hello, Charles.
I'm with the San Clemente now, area code 7. Yes, well, I understand. The nieces and nephews will be put in prison, sir? Yes. Just a moment. He suggests that it be Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell! That would really hurt. Okay. My dear, you are up. Go.
I don't really mean this.
Who are you kidding?
I just said it, but I don't really mean it. I said Brett.
Brett. Stop, Brett.
I really mean this.
You
Brett.
really mean this, Brett. We're looking for the answer, Nixon. What do you say?
I say he was locked in the room with his mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. Okay, no score at the end of round one. Now we've got this message for you. Gene Mebron here. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Get ready to match the stars. George Kennedy, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Lee Merriweather, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now, here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rivers.
And Johnny Olson and friends. Got a wild bunch out there. Well, they're wilder up here, I'll tell you that. We greet you one and all. We have all kinds of distinguished people here. Now let's get all the credit. Stop that, Charles.
Okay.
All right. No, I'm only kidding. Charles, you're a free spirit. You do anything you want. We have George Kennedy from the Blue Knight, and this lady from Barnaby Jones, and that lady from Mary Tyler Moore. Now, George, this is your first time on the show, and we have a little tradition here. Where's my breath spritzer? No, I'm only kidding. Okay. George.
No, he's not, George. You have never come nearer to death if you attempt to kiss George.
But with her or her or her.
That's okay.
All right. Give him a kiss, a welcome. Now, George is officially welcome, and let's meet Greg Todd and Judy Berninga. Yay! How much money have you got, Greg?
$6,900.
What are you going to buy the car? You got a little left over, because you can get a car for less than $6,900.
Oh, yeah, for about $3,000.
Yeah, about $3,000?
Yeah.
Going to buy a used car?
No,
Anyone
just a
like to
small
sell him a
one.
used car?
No, just a small
And
one.
then the rest of it, you're going to sock it away, are you?
I'm going to throw it away.
You're going to throw it away?
Well, Brett and I are going to have a party.
You know
Really?
it, sweetheart.
That's throwing it away. All right, Judy, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Judy, would you repeat a few of the things you told us about yourself yesterday in case some of the people weren't tuned in?
Okay, I'm from Spokane, Washington, where I live with my husband Jack and our baby boy Darren. And I'm down here to spend my baby's first birthday with his grandparents.
Okay, good luck to you. We'll start this game in a moment or so, but right now we have to do the business, and this is it. Hello there. Shall we begin? Boing. All right. A or B for Judy?
Well, B for Bruninga.
B for Bruninga. Everybody plays. New game. On the airplane, there were two movies. Two movies on the airplane.
Right.
First-class passengers got to see American in Paris. In coach, they had to watch American in blank. All right. It's entirely up to you.
American in...
I just finished reading Wambaugh. The Blue Knight that George is on is from a book that Wambaugh wrote. I just finished reading his new book. Have you read it?
The Choir Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, sensational.
Marvelous book.
He started to write a funny book, and black humor is it, if it's funny.
It really is marvelous. All right, everybody. No?
Wait a second.
Well,
that is a wonderful
so many-
question.
there's a one- I mean, there were so many
We just got to give it a
choices.
thought. It's an excellent question.
It's the first excellent question
You don't
we've
have
had
to read
in
it again.
76.
Don't get excited because you're reading it again. We're not asking you to read it again. We just say it's an excellent question.
I want to read it again.
All right, read
it's
it
my
again.
show.
Read it again, sweetheart. I love the sound of your voice.
Where are you going?
Betty
What's
White's
going on
left.
here?
I have to do my dusting. It's very dusty.
Hey, Mary, it really is dirty up here. But what happens to this set between? Look at all the dust flying in the air.
I do not do windows.
Yes.
Well, there just are so many.
Look at that dust. Isn't that terrible?
Clean mind, clean body. Take your pick.
Do I
Not
have
in
a
her
choice?
coffee.
I'll
Okay.
get you.
Is there a definitive answer for that question?
No, there are two or three good choices.
Oh,
Charles.
So will we get letters?
No, you're.
Oh, I don't
He's
care.
so cranky today, isn't he,
really
sweetheart?
What's happening? Now, here we go, Judy. On the airplane, there were two movies. The first-class passengers got to see American in Paris, but in coach, they had to watch American in blank.
Tijuana.
American in Tijuana. We do appreciate your humor, Judy. But the object is to try to win, too. George, what do you say?
No, I went for Upper Tijuana, so I just went for Burbank.
For Burbank. American in Burbank. That would be a place. Brett?
Oh, I thought about you and me.
American
I put American in Encino.
Oh, dear. Charles.
I was going to put Tijuana.
Ha!
But I don't want to get the letters. Ricardo Montalban is one of my best friends, and I love him. And this Tijuana is lovely. It's Detroit that's in trouble.
Charles, in the context of this question, you say American in Detroit. Now, Lee Merriweather. First-class passengers saw American in Paris, and Coach had to watch American in Tijuana, according to Judy.
I think Charlie and I are thinking along the same lines. I put my American in Oshkosh.
Oshkosh?
I don't know why.
Is that a ghetto area?
I don't know.
They're very prosperous in Oshkosh. Richard, what do you say?
I saw the film.
You did see the film?
A no-frills flight.
A no-frills flight?
It was American in Guam.
American in Guam. Now listen, have we had 5 different answers so far?
Yes.
Yes, we have, haven't we? What do you make it? 6?
I make it whenever I was going.
And with whomever.
I was just torn between American and Pasadena, but I copied George and said
Burbank.
American
So we
Burbank.
had 2 Burbanks. Okay. Well, Judy, we thank you for that answer. Now, let's see how Greg does with his first round question, which reads as follows. While Milton was preparing Thanksgiving dinner, he got crazy drunk and stuffed his blank into the turkey.
This could be my first impression.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Oh, stop drawing and just go along.
What do you call this outfit?
Fred. Fred?
Very nice,
Fred, did you
yes.
say?
That's real
It's
leather,
leather,
isn't it?
huh?
Yes, it's very well done. Okay, we're all, well, wait a minute. Well, Betty is last.
I know, because I
Betty
can't
is-
bring myself to write it. I
Has
know
such
what
a
the
quick,
answer's
agile
gonna be.
mind, she's last.
I just can't bring myself to do that, but I
Greg,
did it.
While Milton was preparing Thanksgiving dinner, he got crazy drunk and stuffed his blank into the turkey.
Bottle, booze bottle.
Booze bottle. Listen, when
couldn't
she
think of
gave a
anything
rotten
else.
answer, at least she got a laugh with it. George, he said bottle. An unlikely possibility to match, but let's see it anyway. Oh!
1 for 2.
I don't believe it.
I'm worried about the blue nut.
Yes.
Oh, he stuffed the bottle.
Now, Brett, what'd you say?
That's the first time that's ever happened. That
Yes,
somebody
it is.
actually matched right.
Right, I
Little
just...
devil.
Such an unlikely answer.
I thought that the turkey was so big that he probably stuffed his wife in
His wife. That's the popular favorite with the audience there. Charles?
Well, it's a silly... I said his head.
Stuffed his head.
Which was no mean chore because the sink was so large. That's way over everybody's head.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Got
Moving.
crazy drunk, stuffed his
Never mind.
blank into the turkey, Lee.
Well, it was Milton, and being Uncle Milty, I assumed he stuffed his jokes.
Oh,
into
Uncle Milty.
Dr.
Yeah. Well, we weren't that specific, but that's your interpretation. Okay. Now, Richard, give us a sensible answer.
I'm still working on the sink being so large. I said wife.
Wife. All right. Now, Betty, what'd you say? Got crazy drunk, stuffed his...
Well, you take my word for it that it isn't bottle, it is not a match, and I don't have to show it. Okay? That's all right, isn't it?
Oh, no, those
I would
aren't
like
the
to-
rules.
I just can't believe I said this, but
I
was trying
can't
to
either.
match. I was trying to match. And I said dog, and I don't want to hear it.
You said dog. You said dog.
I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed.
Oh, boy. I'm going to get Gretchen Weiler after you. The Friends of Animals are going to hear about this.
It didn't hurt him. He just
Okay.
What do you
So-
suppose came over her?
At the end of round 1, we got no score here. And we do have a score. I beg your pardon. It's 1-0. I'm sorry, George. I didn't mean to slight your match there. He made an auspicious debut, and I just overlooked it. Okay, round 2 coming up in a moment or so, but first this. Here we are. Round 2 coming up. Ow! Okay, Judy, it's up to you. A or B?
Well, I did so well with B, I'd like to try it again.
Everybody's using your material, Dawson. Harvey said, I just started working for Howard Hughes. My job is to blank him. You got it. There's one marvelous answer to this. Just started working for Howard Hughes. My job is to blank him. That's it, Richard. You got it, old bean.
I got it.
You got it.
We've all got it.
You got it.
The trick is we can't give it away.
Judy. Harvey said, I just started working for Howard Hughes. Do you know who he is?
Yes.
My job is to blank him.
My job is to hide him.
All right.
That's not my day, right?
Hold on just a second here, Judy. She said my job is to hide him. Now, George, we'd like to see your card.
Oh, but you shouldn't duck, Judy. That's got to be such
Hide! There's another one I would have bet $1,000 never would come up. Okay. Now,
You know where George has his little thumb?
Where?
Right on the pulse of the American couple.
Yes.
I said my job is to... Oh, but there's a phone call, I'm sorry, from the Humane Society.
No, it's the Humane Society. No, Miss White did not say that. Show the card. No, she misspelled it. She wanted to write God. Yes. It was a mistake, and so was his phone call.
Some do and some don't.
You can't win them all. I'm frustrating for you. I got part of that bomb you laid. I said fine.
My job is to find him. Yeah. Harvey said I just started working for Howard Hughes. My job is to find him.
But hide is a better answer.
Right. Hide. Yeah. Well, I guess people, yes, he is always unavailable. All right. Now, Lee, what'd you say? My job is to hide him or find him?
I went along with most of the folks fine.
Find
Spelled
him.
poorly, but fine.
Richard, what'd you say?
Fine.
Fine. You know, he's always in hiding. The courts and all, they're always looking for him. No one can ever find him. Miss Betty White, honey.
Me unavailable. Find him.
Find him. Okay, at this moment we have a tie. That means, Greg, you must match one to win. Listen carefully. The Alcatraz prison tour guide said, this cell, as you see, was occupied by the Birdman of Alcatraz. It's the only cell in the prison with blank on the floor. Okay. Here we go. Ready, Greg Todd. The Alcatraz prison tour guide said this cell was occupied by the Birdman of Alcatraz. It's the only cell in the prison with blank on the floor.
Bird droppings.
Bird droppings. One tiny speck of bird doo-doo will win the game for you. Now, you don't play, George, because you matched him in the first round, and Brett, will begin with you.
In Charles' inimitable style, I said, bird doo-doo.
Doo-doo wins the game. All the rest of you. They had some interesting answers over there. He said paper and guano and all that stuff. Now, Judy, I'm sorry to see you go. You're a very pretty lady, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here with your in-laws and your two kids. We've got gifts for you.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
Good. Goodbye, Judy. Now, while she's spinning off, we'll spin these messages for you and then come back and see how he does.
Today's consolation prizes are an assortment of Sarah Coventry jewelry that you buy from a friend at home. Stretch your wardrobe with the many looks of Sarah Coventry fashion jewelry. And an electric knife and a supply of Unicap iron vitamins. 100% of the government's recommended daily allowance of iron plus 10 essential vitamins. And a hot tray and rice-a-roni, the big flavor side dish is so quick, so easy. Saute and simmer to flavor perfection. Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. Breeze there a man with soul so dead who never to himself hath blank. Well, match game 76 star and Gene Rayburn continues in a minute.
This fella has $7,000. He's going to try for over $5,000 now if he goes all the way. he could end up with $12,500 if he's successful now with this big audience match. You ready, Greg?
I'm ready.
We polled a recent studio audience, Greg, and we got their best response to this. Blank gas. Now, the answer that bunch gave most often is worth $500 to you if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250. The bottom one pays you $100. Now, 3 of our celebrities are permitted to help. It's time for you to call on them now.
My first one is the Blue Knight, George Kennedy.
All right, George, what do you say? Just a verbal response here. Blank gas.
I said the first thing that came to my mind, which is high test.
High test gas. All right.
Richard.
Actually, what Gene and myself are out of gas.
Out of gas.
And Brett.
Brett, have you got one?
Oh, golly.
You should have one.
What about regular gas?
Regular gas?
Well, it's number 3.
All right, so you got regular gas, high test gas, and out of gas. Now, do you have a better idea in your mind?
No, out of gas.
Out of gas.
That's what I had. Out of gas.
Out of gas. What'd you think of? Natural gas. I was thinking of laughing gas. Laughing gas. Anybody think of laughing gas? Is that a good answer? Well,
My life is so tragic, I never think in terms of laughing gas.
He's chosen out of gas. That's the one we're looking for. Let's find out if it's up there. May we see the $100 response? How about that? That ain't bad. Hardy har har har. That's that nitrous oxide, isn't it? Okay, here we go for the $250 number. Out of gas, Greg, you got it. Congratulations.
One biggie we've all forgotten. I don't know.
What do you think?
A biggie.
Natural.
Natural?
Natural gas.
I guess we're a house divided will fall. The roof will come. So cooler. Tear gas. Oh, that's not a. Yeah. All right, Earl, let's have it. Natural. Okay. All right, now you got an additional $250. That means you're going to play for $2,500. Remember to collect. You have to match one of them exactly. Which one will it be, Greg?
Richard.
All right, Richard. You get ready to write?
That, the affair between Brett and you are over?
We had a fight last night.
You won all this money with Brett. Why have you suddenly switched over?
Because when I talked to my sister, she said, you better call on Richard again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she knows Brett. I didn't realize.
All right, you face me, and here it is, worth $2,500. Cats blank. That's C-A-T' blank. Cats blank. All right, he's finished. Greg, we ask you to come up with an answer which you think will match his. You got your ESP going?
No, I should have matched Brett, because I know she'd have this one.
What? You mean the one you're going to give us?
Cat's meow.
Cat's meow. Did you have said cat's meow, Brett? He said cat's meow. If he had been playing with you, he would have matched you. What would you have said?
I'm not at liberty to. I wouldn't tell ever.
We're not speaking to him anymore, or his sister.
All right, he says that's going to match you for $2,500. Richard, what do you say?
I
Cat's
started
meow.
that. Didn't I start to write meow?
Started
Then I
that.
started to write cat's pajamas. And then I wrote cat's whiskers.
Cat's whiskers. I see there's some pretty good choices there. Cat's whiskers, cat's pajamas, all right. Greg, you got $7,250. You're going to meet another player right now, so let's welcome Patty Hirahara. Hirahara. Hello, Patty. Okay, get on board the merry-go-round, Greg. I guess you two know each other. And Patty, we welcome you.
Thank you.
Your name is Hirahara.
Right.
That's a very musical-sounding name, Hirahara. And what do you want to tell us about Patty Hirahara?
I'm a student at Cal State Fullerton, majoring in communications with an emphasis in public relations, and I enjoy being a photographer.
Okay, good luck to you. We've got to stop now and do a little business, but we'll begin just as soon as we can. First, this message. Now, I'm sorry we don't have time to start this game, but next time we get together, we'll start right from the top with a brand new game, and we'll look forward to seeing you. Just in case some of you are thinking of writing in, I'll save you the trouble. When Brett said earlier that last night at the motel in Encino, she made some reference. Now, the contestants are totally sequestered, and they do not mingle with the celebrities under any circumstances. In fact, we're not even allowed to talk to them until we see them out here on stage. I just wanted to keep the record straight. Isn't that true? Say I'm right.
You're right.
Okay.
Where there's a will, there's a way, Gene.
Now, is there something I can do for anyone before? How much time we got here? No one knows. Okay. Well,
Charles may have another
let's
phone
get off
call
the air.
for you.
No. Gene Rayburn here. Join us next time for Match Game 76. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 76. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of these CBS to match the stars. Nipsey Russell, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley. From 8 is Enough, Susan Richardson, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 78. And now, here's the star of Match Game 78, Gene Rayburn.
Johnny O, thanks for joining us. Yes, sirree. Oh, we got all kinds of things we have to take account of today. Some 2 or 3 bits of business we have to do.
Yeah.
New kid on the block.
Well, he's self-sacrificial in this respect.
Eat your heart out, Dickie Van Patten. Oh, welcome, Susan Richardson from 8 is Enough. Now, I know it may seem, those of you who are watching the program today, it may seem like a long time ago, but as of the time we are taping this show, the event I'm about to refer to just happened a couple of days ago. It was the Emmy Daytime Awards, hosted by Richard Dawson, in which he won an Emmy for Best Daytime Host, and we want to congratulate him. Congratulations, buddy. Now,
I want to say something.
you want to say what?
I never knew how trashy that other set was until we got this one.
Now, wait
Doesn't
a minute.
this look pretty?
Is this really a good-looking set? I've got to get back here where I can get some perspective and see what it looks like. Oh, yeah! That's very nice. Yes, I think we'll all be happy here in our new home. And now...
I love blue. Am I blue?
Let them get on
Would you
with
welcome
the program.
Bill Stevens here? Let's have a brisk round of applause for old Bill Stevens. Bill Stevens has won $12,900. And he's going to have another shot at the big money. Are you ready for that, Bill?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. You put the mustache back on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. You look good with that mustache. You leave it on. Keep gluing it on every day.
I want to tell you one thing.
Yes.
If I never win another nickel, and I die tomorrow, it'll take the undertaker 3 days to get the grin off of my face.
Here we go with Bill Stevens. Bill, I know it looks a little different here, but we're going to play the same game you've played before. We polled the studio audience not too long ago, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Blank, Texas. Now, the answer they gave most often will get you $500 if you match it. For matching the second most frequently given response, you get $250. And then for matching the third, you get $100. 3 of our 6 celebrities will give you some assistance now. All right, stars, get set.
Richard?
Deep in the heart of Texas.
All right.
Fanny?
The Yellow Rose of Texas.
The Yellow Rose of Texas.
Charles?
Dallas, Texas.
Well, I think our stars have given you 3 good ones. Now you have to make a decision. Choose one of those or think up one of your own. Dallas, Texas, Deep in the Heart of Texas, and the Yellow Rose of Texas.
Deep in the Heart.
You want Deep in the Heart of? Okay. Deep in the Heart of Texas should be up there somewhere, I'd say. Let's find out if it's under the big one or the small one. Let's begin with the small one. Reveal the $100 response. You got it right at the beginning. All right. What do you think's under the next one? Yellow Rose. All right, show us your Yellow Rose. Yes, sirree. All right, you've called the second one. Now, audience, what do you think is under the Dallas. Are you from Big D? He just said something. The Eyes of Texas?
I chose the other. That was my first one.
All right, here we go. Slide it. Yes, sir. All right.
I want to
Now.
take this chance to thank everyone who voted for Dallas on behalf of my home state and my town.
Thank you.
And now back to our program.
Now listen, you're going to play for 10 times the amount you won, or $1,000. Now, and you've got a chance here to double your money with our big star wheel over here. Let's go back here and we'll talk about this here. Now, as you noticed, every celebrity's name is on the wheel there, Bill. You've been through this before. And you're going to spin that wheel to find out which celebrity you'll be playing with. And if it happens to stop in one of the starred areas, you'll be playing for double the amount of money. You all set? And the wheel must make one complete revolution, so grab it right up about there and give it a good pull. Here we go.
Here we go, said the man.
Come on, y'all.
There, it's gone around once.
Double.
Double! So you're going to be playing with Susan Richardson for double the $1,000 you won, or $2,000. Good luck to you. You ready, Susan? Here it is. Lieutenant Blank. Lieutenant Blank. He says it's a toughie. Lieutenant Blank. Susan finally made up her mind. We ask you to think it over carefully now. Give us the same answer that Susan has given us, and you win $2,000.
Colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel. Well, there are a number of choices there. Lieutenant Colonel was one of them. Susan, what have you got on that card there? Lieutenant Commander. Lieutenant Commander. Was that a hard one? Well, now Lieutenant Commander and Lieutenant Colonel are the two.
Lieutenant Governor, Lieutenant General.
Governor, yes. Yeah, that was a tough one, wasn't it?
Lieutenant
All right.
Pulver.
Now you're going to meet another player now. Here comes Kathy Bell Edwards. Kathy, you know Bill Stevens. He's been around here a long time. We welcome Kathy Bell Edwards and ask her to tell us a little bit about herself.
Well, I went to Cal State Northridge to go into education, and I couldn't get a job teaching. So I went to Santa Monica City College to go into inhalation therapy, and I found out I couldn't watch people die. So now I'm the token saleswoman at California's #1 Cadillac agency located in West LA.
That was almost a plug, wasn't it? came this close to being a plug. Well, I'm sorry you can't get a job as a school teacher. You look like you'd make a good school teacher.
Well,
What would you teach if you were...
Elementary school.
Elementary school?
Yeah, with
Yes.
children.
I think we'd all bring her apples and all that. Wouldn't we help her out? All right, yes, indeed. Kathy Bell Edwards, good luck to you. We'll start this game in a moment or so, right after we do a little business with America. Well, now, this is the first time I'm going to have a shot at this, see if this thing works. The paint is still wet here. There. Push the button. Oh, it's got a little motor on it now. Isn't that nice? There. Okay, Kathy, you may have A or B.
B, please.
B. Oh, that's A, yeah. I'm studying this whole framework thing, and I'm really not thinking of what I'm doing. Frank said, my wife is the world's worst cook. I mean, who ever heard of extra crispy blank? World's worst cook. Who ever heard of extra crispy blank?
I can't tell you how I love the set.
I'm glad you like it.
I just love
I think it's nifty. Really nifty looking.
For those of you at home who have black and white sets, it's blue and silver and off-white.
Thank you so much, and maybe we'll get a few new panelists now that we got this set.
Here's how I have my back turned to it.
Ada Louise Huxtable will come and review this set, won't she?
Good, yes, of course.
All right, Kathy. Frank said my wife is the world's worst cook. I mean, who ever heard of extra crispy blank?
Noodles?
Noodles? No, noodles can't be crispy. They can be soggy or they can be crispy.
They're not supposed to be crispy.
Haven't you had the crisp noodles that you get, you know?
Oh, that's right.
No, so listen, that's too logical.
Yeah.
Kathy. Nipsey, what did you say?
Speaking of bad cooks, my aunt is such a bad cook. I was at her house, I saw a cockroach eating a tongue. Extra crispy poached egg.
Extra crispy poached egg.
That would be kind of bad, wouldn't it?
No, I don't know. I like mine crispy around the edge there. All right.
I actually had this at Fanny's. I spent the weekend there about 3 weeks ago during our heavy rainstorm.
Yes.
And we had extra crisp vegetable soup.
Oh. That would be bad. Yes, sir?
Eggs.
Okay. No, I guess poached. That would be bad. Right. Okay, Susan. Who ever heard of extra crispy?
It's close. Spaghetti?
Spaghetti. That's a good one. No. Yeah. Yeah, because noodles are supposed to be limp and, and very...
Enough about Tom Kennedy. I said soup.
Okay.
I drew a blank. I said extra crispy coffee.
Yeah.
What happened to that last E in the coffee?
Now, anything lettuce, anything that would never, ever be crispy was really what we were looking for there, right? Okay, Bill, here's yours. Bill said...
I've got crisp lettuce now, by the way. I probably, you've not been to the market lately, but please carry on.
Oh, you mean, when you put it in the freezer to crisp it up.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what else.
No,
tomatoes.
Well, now you're talking.
Now, you see. Bill said there's too much violence on television. Even where you least expected. Why, last night I saw blank and blank beating each other up. Too much violence on television.
You saw who?
Blank and blank beating each other up.
I even saw...
Yes, why, last night I saw blank and blank beating each other up. Too much violence. Do you ever do this when you're walking with a kid walking to school and you take a stick?
I'm going to take a stick to you if you don't shape up.
Yeah, put a piece of cardboard on your bicycle and then it makes that
Wonder
noise.
you can't think of an answer?
Okay, Chuck. The producer made me stop doing it. He didn't like it. Bill said, there's too much violence on television. Even where you least expect it. Last night I saw blank and blank beating each other up.
All I can think of is Betty White and Alan Ludden.
Now you see, you really haven't been paying attention. Because they do that all the time.
Not on camera.
What'd you say?
you'd have to have a strange set. But last night I saw Huntley and Brinkley beating each other.
Huntley and Brinkley. Now, there's one possibility. Brett?
I'd been to Betty and Alan's for dinner, and boy, he gave her such a shot in the side of the head she didn't wake up till Tuesday. But first, she hit him back.
Oh, yes.
Donnie and Marie.
Donnie and Marie. Yeah.
Lucy and Desi.
Lucy and Desi. Okay. All right, Susan Richardson. Show and tell.
Mickey and Minnie.
Mickey and Minnie. Yes, they never fight. Yeah, that would be good. Anyone who doesn't fight is...
Marie and Donnie.
Right. That's the definitive answer there.
I gave her top billing.
Yes.
You know, Bill, you're just as cute as you can be.
Thank you.
You
He
really
is
are.
true.
He's adorable. And I'm glad he said that because that's what I said. Betty
Well.
White Apple.
Okay, so there we are at the end of round one. I didn't do nothing. And the whole thing, do it again. Is there a little man in there? No, it did it all by itself without my pushing. It goes up by itself, but it won't go down. What? No, it did. Yeah, because I'll show you. Now watch. Now watch that one go down by itself. Shazam.
Abracadabra.
Well, now, it just did a second ago. Do what I tell
We
you
have
to.
a few kinks.
Would somebody call a witch doctor?
Go down! No. Well, it just went down by itself. Well, I'll fix it while you watch this commercial. Where's a hammer?
Today's consolation prizes are first, jewelry from Sarah Coventry, who has jewelry with fashion know-how for every occasion. Versatile, fashionable Sarah Coventry jewelry sold at home fashion shows. And from Coty, a gift collection of Masumi fragrances. Masumi, the essence of inner beauty by Coty. And a beach wrap and a supply of Solar Cane for relief from sunburn pain. When that old sun sneaks up on you, Solar Cane stops sunburn pain fast. And Hires Root Beer. After 100 years, America's original root beer is still #1. Hires, the great American root beer. More matches with our star, Gene Rayburn.
Okay, Johnny O. All right. There we go. Round two. This is the final round. Kathy, you may have A or B.
B again, please.
B it is. All right. In the maternity ward, Rosie said, I think my doctor is nearsighted. Yesterday in the operating room, instead of slapping the baby, he slapped blank. Okay, put it in the slot there, and away we go. In the maternity ward, Kathy, Rosie said, I think my doctor is nearsighted. Yesterday in the operating room, instead of slapping the baby, he slapped
Me.
me. Okay. You don't like that one? Some of them are owing that answer. I don't think that's a bad answer at all. What do you say?
I said instead of slapping the baby, he slapped the nurse.
The nurse. Okay. She loved it. Yes?
She had on a very low-cut uniform, and
Right.
she had kind of...
Yes.
And so he slapped Nurse Williams.
Nurse Williams. 2 nurses so far.
The mother.
That's me.
That's me, yeah. Rosie is speaking. Okay. We've all assumed that Rosie was the mother of the baby. Right, Susan? Mm-hmm. Okay.
He slapped me.
Me. All right. Two for Kathy. Instead of slapping the baby, he slapped
me.
Me. Yeah. Now,
She may be a nurse. She's a woman, too.
the nurse.
2 nurses, 3 nurses.
All right, so at this moment it's 3-1. That means, Bill, you must match 2 to tie, 3 to win. Sally said, who says women are bad drivers? Well, I can get into the tightest parking space in the world. All I have to do is imagine it's a new blank. Okay, here we go. 2 to tie, 3 to win. Sally says, who says women are bad drivers? Well, I can get into the tightest parking space in the world. All I have to do is imagine it's a new blank.
Girdle.
New girdle. A new griddle. What do you say?
Well, I say women think they're driving well if they look both ways after they run through a red light.
There's one girdle. Score 3 to 2. Brett?
I love the way Bill sounds sort of cranky and testy when he says, girdle.
Girdle, sure. That's the only answer. Charles?
Girdle, corset, or corselet.
And that wins the game. What do you have down there, Susan? A pair of pants there. What would you like to do, Bill?
Walk around there.
You want to walk around there? All right, then you walk around there if that's what you want to do. Go to that little blue spot in the carpet while we say goodbye to Kathy Bell Edwards. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to you in your career as a school teacher. I think it's marvelous. You should hang in there.
Not school teacher.
Well, I know you've got another job, but you're gonna be a school teacher sometime.
No, I'm a salesperson.
Oh, you're gonna be a salesperson.
I think so, yeah.
Good luck in your job as a salesperson. I hope you sell a lot of those cars, Kathy Bell Edwards. Bye. Hello there. There's our big star wheel. Here it is, the big super match, all for you, Bill Stevens. We polled a studio audience not too long ago, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Blank deer. Remember, for matching the most popular, you get $500. For matching the second most popular, $250. And for matching the third most popular, $100. And 3 of our 6 stars will lend a hand.
Charles?
My dear.
Richard?
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear me.
Fanny?
Mother dear.
Mother dear.
Please touch it.
Okay.
Listen, dear.
All right, now remember, you have to choose one of those or give us one of your own.
My.
My dear is what you want. Let's find out if my dear is up there. May we see the $100 number? Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
You've been married, haven't you?
A few times.
You've heard that.
I have a headache, dear.
All right, may we see the next one, please? Oh, dear, what can the matter? That was Richard's answer. Now, this is the last chance for you to get my dear. Slide it, if you please. My, very good. All right. Okay, Bill, you won another $500, and that means you're going to be playing for at least 10 times that amount, maybe more. We'll find out how much later. It was splendid having all of you here, and I'll have you all again here the next time. I'm Gene Rayburn. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 78, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast. To match the stars, Elfie Wise, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Addie Duke Aston, from the Palace, Jack Jones, and from Angie, Deborah Lee Scott, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game. And now, here's the star of Match Game, Gene Rayburn.
What's that?
Are you really Gene Rayburn?
I am really he.
Oh,
I don't
my
like your
she.
suit, Gene.
What?
I don't like your suit.
You don't like my suit? I
No,
think this is a snappy outfit.
I don't
You know what? You're batting 1,000 this week, kid.
You do it the track in 5 minutes.
Now, this is a dignified,
I love
quiet,
it, sweetheart. What does she know?
snappy
She's from New
sport
Jersey.
jacket.
Muted plaid.
Now, look
Are
at...
you gonna touch me?
No, wait, just stand up over here.
gonna stand up
Blue
over there.
jeans. Blue jeans.
Yes, but you have
Well,
to
you
read
don't
the
see our
label.
bottoms.
Wait a minute.
Thank goodness.
Your bottom is a sight no man should see and live.
Outfit.
I don't read labels.
Well, then try this cheek.
No, I don't read that one either. Let he among ye who is well dressed cast the first stone.
Okay, bang.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Now we have Al Fitzpatrick and Glo Perez. Okay. Glo, we found out. Yesterday we found out Glo was a hairstylist, right?
Uh-huh.
What do you call that style that you're wearing?
Oh, gee. It's just feathered back. There's no other way it'll go. It's real easy to take care of.
Called egg beater.
Yeah,
It's just fluffy.
it is. Did you do that yourself? Or
No,
just...
no.
Well, it's well done and it looks
Thank
very
you,
good on you,
thank you.
Glo. And Al is a school teacher. He teaches English and drama in what state? I've forgotten.
Oregon, Newport, Oregon.
Newport, Oregon.
I just
Yes.
got back from a vacation in Africa.
Where were you in Africa?
Kenya.
Yes.
We went to all the major game reserves in Kenya.
Is the air really as clear there as everyone has told me it is?
Yes, it really is. You can see stars just everywhere. You know, it's just
Yes.
unbelievable.
It's, they say you've never really breathed clean air until you've been to Kenya in Africa.
says that?
Anybody who's been there says that.
I
Everybody says
understand
that.
it's very warm.
What's that?
I understand it's very warm in Kenya.
Here is a man who just was there. Is it warm in Kenya?
Not really.
Or
It's,
Kenya, as we say in my country in England.
A woman your age, it's warm everywhere.
All right. Here we go. We're going to start with round 2. Glo, your head will ask you to go first.
A.
A, it is. We're in the first game, you know. You each play 2 games. Arnie, the animal trainer, said, not many people know this, but I really didn't grow a mustache. This is a blank that I trained to sit on my upper lip. You don't play? You don't play. Upper tier don't play. This is just for you, too. She's matched the previous... Okay, very good. Very good. All right, Glo. Arnie, the animal trainer, said that not many people know this, but I really didn't grow a mustache. This is a blank that I trained to sit on my upper lip.
A mink.
A mink. Okay.
A mink.
A mink.
That would be a little more than a mustache. Wouldn't it go from here
Not
to
if you
here,
trim it, hon.
all the way around? Yes. All right.
Baby mink.
Jack, what'd you say? You're first.
Oh, I'm first.
Yeah.
He said,
What did I say? I forgot what I said. No, I said worm.
A worm. A worm. Now, I got a peek at your answer, and I believe you have the definitive answer.
Thank you.
a little hairy caterpillar.
Minks are hard to train.
Caterpillar is a good response. I'm just policing up the area as I go along here. Al,
Did you
what
throw
do you
away my
need?
stuff?
You need 4 to tie and 2 to and 5 to win.
That's easy
I'll
for you to
just shoe
say.
in now.
I didn't say it too easily. Henry said, my neighbor does everything the hard way. Today, he cut his lawn with a blank. My neighbor does everything the hard way. Today, he cut his lawn with a blank.
Now, that is not a tricky question, is it?
No?
Why is it taking him so long?
The arms go first.
Henry said, my neighbor does everything the hard way. Today, he cut his lawn with a...
pair of scissors.
Perfect answer, Al. Very good. Al came up with a wonderful answer.
I went even harder than scissors. A pair of nail clippers.
Isn't
turn
that
on
the
me.
same thing?
There goes your...
No, nail clippers
No,
and
nail
scissors
clippers.
do not match.
Littler.
They don't?
No. That was really the hard way. But scissors would be I would think, the definitive answer.
Didn't you say that scissors? Didn't you tell that man sitting over there in the white tie and the blue shirt that was a wonderful answer?
I said
Were those
that.
your words?
Those are my words.
I'd like it repeated. Pair of scissors.
A wonderful answer. What a mean broad.
He's eating on the
Charles,
air.
we
You
said
told-
no eating on this show. Now, we said that, didn't we? And you agreed to it.
I don't know what either one of you are talking about.
He came on with a cookie that
Nail clipper.
Nail clipper. All right, now you're going to match a bottom tier to stay in the game and achieve a tie. Show us your card there, miss.
Uh-oh. See, I thought it was really difficult, and I thought a cuticle nipper would make
Cuticle
it
nipper. So that means Glow wins the game. What'd you have? Scissors. Scissors. Scissors is a good answer. Now, we're going to spin you off. You'll come back later to play game number 2, okay? Thank you. Now, you stand right there, and we'll do this message for America, and we'll see what happens after that. Now, Glow is going to have a go at the big money here. Glow is going to have a go at the big money. You could win, a lot of money, over $10,000. Let's begin right now. We polled the studio audience, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Swollen blank. If you give us the answer that they wrote down most often, you get $500. For matching their second most popular answer, $250. And for matching the third, $100. Now, as you look at the celebrities, choose those who appear to have a good answer. I mean, just look at their eyes. You can tell the intelligence in their faces will be a dead giveaway.
Charles.
Blew that.
Swollen glands.
Swollen glands. All right.
Alfie.
Have you got one, Alfie?
Oh, yes, I had a wonderful one. Swollen glands is what I had. Swollen lips.
Lips.
Or lip. One lip.
Swollen lip. That's better.
Okay, and Brett.
What Charles suffers from a lot. Swollen feet.
Good.
Yeah, swollen feet, swollen glands, swollen lip or lips, and you can choose one of those or give us one of your own.
Okay, I'll say glands. Swollen glands.
Say glands. Glow wants a swollen gland. Let's see if we've got one up there somewhere. Let's go down at the bottom and reveal the $100 response.
Yay.
Swollen jaw. I don't know what that
I
means,
don't
but
get
there
it.
it is. They said that out there. Let's take a look if we can see if we've got a swollen gland out of the next one, please. Ankle.
Good you have.
No gland so far.
It's going to be on the top, Glow. Don't
You think
worry,
so?
sweetheart.
What do you say, audience? They say yes. All right, go. Wonderful. Now you got $500. That means the least we'll play for is $5,000, but we want you to spin the star wheel and see if you can double your money and play for $10,000. Get up there and have a go at it, and we'll
Okay,
root for a
Glow, now
double.
let's go. Make it a double.
Here we go.
Make it a double.
Good girl.
Double.
Go.
Okay. Double with Patty Duquesne. This way. There we go. Okay, good luck to you. $10,000 is at stake here.
Oh, I can't stand this.
Blank, Michigan. Blank, Michigan. Don't say it because you might be giving her a rotten answer, and then if she says it, she blows the money, and she's going to cut your throat after the show. Okay.
Just don't cut mine.
All right, Patty's written her answer. What do you say to that?
Detroit.
You say Detroit, Michigan? Okay.
What did you say?
She says, what am I doing in Detroit? Detroit, Michigan.
Oh.
Oh.
See, there's Grand Rapids.
Lake.
Grand Rapids.
Cedar, there's
Yes.
Cedar
Lake.
something,
Michigan.
and
Yes.
then there's Detroit.
There is. Yeah, $10,500. Congratulations to you. All right, let's get Al Fitzpatrick back there and play another game. You ready? Okay, she's very excited, and here comes Al now. Okay, as soon as it stops. There you go. Welcome back, Al. She's really excited. She's got $10,500. All right. Here we go with game number 2. Al, A or B?
B.
B it is. B says, Muggsy said, I went to a really tough school, boy. At our first football game, we had 3 broken legs, 2 sprained wrists, and a concussion. And that was just the blanks.
I missed the point of
I
that.
went to a really tough tough school. At our first football game, we had 3 broken legs, 2 sprained wrists, and a concussion, and that was just the blank.
It's my sister. She's our
I didn't know.
Wait till you get a load of all these sport terms I got here.
Okay. Think about it now. Don't say it yet. Now you can say it. Went to a really tough school. At our first football game, we had 3 broken legs, 2 sprained wrists, and a concussion, and that was just the blanks.
Just the cheerleaders.
Very good. Very good.
That's a good one.
Al's been coming up with some terrific answers, and I'm sorry to point out to you that you've been letting Al down.
I didn't point it out to them. Point it out to them.
To them?
I'm kind of a tough, hard, rocky kind of guy myself. But in school, I was a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm so heavy into sports, I leave the cheerleaders way back there now that I'm a roller skating derby queen. I said at the meeting before we hit the field for the scrimmage. Get that?
Very sad.
Scrimmage?
This is very sad.
It's gone. It is really
A
affecting her
perfectly
life.
dreadful answer.
I'm so tough and sporty, I don't care.
She's crazy.
I do. Now, you mustn't cry, sir.
Patty Duke is on the show. For heaven's sakes, have you no
Now, wait,
dignity?
shut up. Shut up or you mouth.
In 19...
Yes, tell
in
us about it.
1948, I lost the class presidency
Yes.
of Weaver High School
Yes. That's acting. Stop that.
to an Italian, Vincent Canali.
Yes.
And that's why these football questions upset me.
Oh, sorry about that.
And they always thought when I was a kid that I was strange and I shouldn't be near a football
Oh, really?
field.
Yes.
Overdone. So they made me a cheerleader.
Cheerleader. Okay, 2 for you. All right, Patty, show us
I've
your...
been hearing about that for months.
Oh, yes, naturally.
All
If
right.
Patty Duke could only see this as they
I've
gotten
seen
to be
it,
a
Charles.
phrase.
Economy, darling.
Yeah.
Economy. Are you ready for this one?
Yes.
Cheerleader!
And a concussion. And that was just the cheerleaders.
They broke her pom-poms. Cheerleaders.
Okay, Deborah Lee.
Push him back, way back. Cheerleader.
Were you on? Where?
In Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
No kidding.
She was the only one
See
there.
that basket, see that rim. Come on, John, put it in. Shoot it up. Put it in. Shoot it up, put it in. Let's go. We got to win. Sink it. That's Kate. Sink it.
So
Yes.
very sad.
Very good, Deborah Lee. Excellent.
Put it in,
Okay, so he did pretty well with that, didn't he? And you'll have a chance to have a go at that and catch up right after we see this. All right, we've got this for you, Glow. Ready? Here we go. The sarcastic MC said...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything about the Reuben brothers on there?
No, not a word about it. I'd like to introduce a comedian with 1,000 jokes. Actually, 1,001 if you count his blank. Rum jump. Okay, good. I'd like to introduce a comedian with 1,000 jokes. Actually, 1,001 if you count his blank. It's a note from your friend. Okay. All right, Glow. I'd like to introduce a comedian with 1,000 jokes. Actually, 1,001 if you count his blank.
Gosh, 1,001 if you count his. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Wait a minute.
Let's see.
Count his wrinkles.
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 No, they're turning on me.
She's rich. She doesn't need us now.
Don't give up the job in the beauty parlor. Okay, Alfie, she said wrinkles.
Well, I thought of wrinkles and discarded it. I said face, where the wrinkles are.
You want to be kind of face, okay?
Quote the inimitable Henny Youngman, take my wife. Please.
Yes, there's the answer. 1,001 if you count his wife. Boom, 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 boom.
Don't you mean to steal from me my answer rather than a quote from Henny Youngman to his wife, Lucille? I saw you change the answer and you look right. And there's the evidence right here. Bring your camera in, get your evidence. There it is. Here's part no. Here
Get
it is
the
all.
evidence while it's hot. Okay.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Patty.
I said if you count his looks.
His look.
You know,
Right.
I didn't say it would
She
win.
didn't understand it either. Okay, Jack.
Well, I thought of what she said about your attire, and I said suit.
If you count his suit. Okay, Jack. Okay. You really do want to come back, don't you?
Doesn't look like it.
What do you say?
Comes the Twinkie.
Here we go.
I have the same sense of humor as the two great comedians up here, and I said wife.
Wife is the
Here's the
definitive
big
answer. Okay. Now we go to round two. Al, your head will ask you to go first.
I'll try B.
B, one person plays. Brett, it is you.
Well, I'll certainly try and do
I
better than
hope it's
did.
another sports question so the audiences can learn from her answers.
Good luck, Al.
Ralph said this weather is really terrible. There's so much water. At the local track, the jockeys are riding blanks. So
Another
much.
sports question, baby.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. There's so much water at the local track, the jockeys are riding blanks.
Never mind, Al. This is going to be it, baby. It's a sports
Okay.
question. I'm very good at all of those.
Got it?
They're riding giraffes. They're high out of the water.
What?
What?
That
No?
has to go down to the
Even the panel's
For a guy
turning
who
on
gave
you.
really two great answers in a row, how you can give such a rotten one?
Give her a chance.
Giraffes, he said. I don't expect you to say giraffes.
Well, he just came back from Africa.
Yes, that's right.
Amphibious giraffe.
No, but his logic was that the giraffe would
What
be
was his
tall enough so that it would be, his head would be above the water.
Yeah.
Good
But the
We
jockeys.
can sell that.
Good gravy, Marie. Criminy.
Is that a tough broad or is that a tough broad?
Right.
Maybe there's some people here who don't know I have 5 stitches over my eyebrow from roller skating. I feel I
Everybody
should
knows.
tell you
It
that.
shows. About it.
Honey, I'm very big into. I mean, this is a sports question, right?
Yeah.
Seahorses.
Seahorse is a good answer. Little touch of humor there, too, you see. Okay, now when we come back from this commercial, you'll have a chance to tie it or win it. Here we go.
Ask me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
got
all the
one,
time
too.
we have. We'll see you next time. What about your new show? I don't know anything about it.
It's a variety show. It's called The Palace, starring yours truly, and it'll be on every week. Check your
Oh, hey, I
It's
want to
too
watch
honest,
that.
It's terrific.
It's terrific.
Very good.
good old-fashioned variety show. It's really good.
And you can do all that old stuff.
No, we got new people.
Oh, good.
Some new stuff.
And they're
You know,
doing
that
new
reminds
stuff.
me, with her stitches and with my recent condition, do you remember when Major Bowes was on and this guy comes up there and he said, I need the money very desperately. I hope I win. And the Major says, all right, get out there and do your act. By the way, what are you going to do? He says, I'm going to do my tap dance so I can have a hernia operation. T for 2. You're going to bring back all that? No.
Jane, Brett is suing the hospital.
Yes, for what?
For 5 stitches, because when he first put him in, the doctor put him right over her mouth, and then they had to move him.
Join us tomorrow for Match Game. I'm Gene Rayburn. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast. to match the stars, from Dallas, Steve Canale, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Elaine Joyce, from 1 in a Million, Richard Paul, and Patty Dugaston, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game. And now, here's the star of Match Game, Gene Rayburn.
Hello there. Thank you, John. Thank you, friend. Okay, we're ready to have a go at it. Are you ready to have a go at it?
Evidently not. I was yawning.
Welcome back. Oh, I'm sorry. We've cast the part of the cowboy. Charles is playing the part of the cowboy. We promised him. I'm sorry.
I tried to stay.
Well, yeah, as long as you're here, you might as well say it.
As you know, Gene, I have a new show coming on the air called 1 in a Million, and I thought if it bombs, I could try out for Steve today for Dallas, you see.
Oh! There's method to your madness, as Mr. Shakespeare said, yes.
Oh, nothing, dear. I just wanted to let him know the farmerette number had been cut.
No. Let's all say hello to Ty Fulton and Drew Gaines. Welcome. Thank you. Now, we'd like to get acquainted, find out a little bit about each of you. Drew, let's begin with you.
I'm from La Cañada. I'm a former store manager, and for the last year and a half, I've been playing housewife. And I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, we're delighted to have you, Drew. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Ty, let's find out about you now.
Well, Mr. Gene, I'll call you.
Yes,
my name is Terry.
Miss Gene.
They call me Mr.
Okay.
You may call me Gene.
That's just fine. My name is Tyrone Fulton.
Yeah.
I'm a political scientist.
I said that. Now, I said Tyrone Fulton. You don't have to say that. You don't have to say what I have to say.
Very well.
All right. Here we go. One minute. Ty.
Ty.
Ty. All right. That's your last chance.
Okay. Telecommunications major, poli-sci. Very interested in politics and political broadcasting and journalism also.
And a good fast talker, isn't
Originally from New Orleans.
And now you live here.
Yes.
Okay. Good luck to both of you. We'll begin. Asking Drew to choose A or B.
B, please.
This is the first game of the two games you will be playing. Jim said something crazy has happened to my television set. I can see two programs at the same time. It's horrible. The Incredible Hulk is crushing blank. Now we're ready for Drew. Jim said something crazy has happened to my television set. I can see two programs at the same time. It's horrible. The Incredible Hulk is crushing blank.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman? Hey! She's all right, huh? Yes, sir. She has been playing house for a year and a half, hasn't she? She knows what she's talking about there. Do you know what you're talking about, Steve?
Well, I don't know. That was a tough one. All I could think of was if they could only crush the Dallas football team.
The Dallas, the Incredible Hulk is crushing the Dallas Cowboys.
What are they going to do when they get to my answer?
It's all downhill. Attack. Physically. Okay. The Incredible Hulk is crushing Three's Company to death. All three of them.
That's your favorite TV show. I can see that.
Now,
Yes.
my answer might cause you to ask a question,
Yeah.
being
All right.
such a gifted MC. I said Donnie and Marie and Shields and Yarnell.
How come you named two vaudeville acts?
Because they're really the same act. You've never seen the four of them together, have you?
Oh, all right. It's horrible. Two programs on at the same time. The Incredible Hulk is crushing Wonder Woman, according to Drew. A
Which was
nifty answer.
A real good answer. And I was thinking, who would I like to see crushed more than anyone else?
Oh, you went in
Howard Cosell.
Well, I don't know how long his arms are, but I think they can just barely get around Raymond Burr.
It would be difficult, but just possible.
Been off the air for 5 years.
Yes.
Catch up, Richard.
I'm not in reruns, folks. That's what I watch. I'm still watching Perry Mason.
I believe you.
Yes.
The Incredible Hulk was crushing Brett into Charles.
The Incredible Hulk was crushing Brett. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. I can see that. Yes.
You bring your coat.
All right, Ty, we've got this first round question for you. The farmer said, I think this chicken used to be a gambler. It only lays blanks. All right. The farmer said, I think this chicken used to be a gambler. It only lays blanks.
Definitive answer. Bets.
It only lays bets.
Oh, I like that.
Good answer.
You're too smart for the room.
Both of them are really, as you say,
Too
good,
smart for the room.
Too good for us. Here we go.
Too smart for me. I thought the chicken might be able to lay poker chips.
Poker chips? Chicken used to be gambler, only lays poker chips. All right.
I think bets is terrific.
Yeah.
I said poker chips.
All right, 2 of those.
I chose oval dice.
Oval dice. Very difficult to roll a
And I
7.
happen to be very close to Shields and Yarnell. They're very good friends.
Yes, of course, naturally.
Have you ever been seen together?
Not anymore.
Are you ready for us, Elaine?
I can only go by what was that again with the chicken
The
legs?
farmer said, I think this chicken used to be a gambler. It only lays blanks.
Uh-huh.
Plural we have
It only
there.
lays craps.
That's right. That's gambling phrase. Anything connected with...
That's terrible.
Well, I'm not going to wear my coat in the hen house, I'll tell you that. But in the middle of the night, you can hear her warming up that very chicken because you hear... Dice!
Dice!
With corners.
And that would be very painful. It only lays blanks.
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
What do you want?
All right. All right, anything to do with gambling was okay there. There's the end of round 1, and I see we haven't scored, have we? But we will a little bit later. Now this for you. Here we go, round 2. Now, since Drew went first last time, Ty, you'll go first this time.
Let's go with A, Alpha.
A, Alpha. All right. Tim said, I've got the world's worst insurance company. It's called Arctic Mutual. I'm only covered if I'm run over by a blank. That's a goodie. No.
Cute.
Here we
Not
go.
worth all that time, but
Tim said I got the world's worst insurance company. It's called Arctic Mutual. I'm only covered if I'm run over by a blank.
An icicle. An iceberg.
Well, icicle is what you said
Well,
first, and that's what we
Okay.
have to go by. I think icicle would be a little different from an iceberg. If someone says iceberg, I don't know. It's not my...
No.
What do you say?
I didn't say icicle or iceberg. I said polar bear.
Polar bear's good.
Polar bear.
Anything found in the Arctic world?
I said the most adorable, cute little Eskimo girl in a dog sled.
Yes.
She'd been drinking
Snowball.
A snowball.
See? Was it worth
I'm only
all that
covered
time?
if I'm run over by a snowball.
Run over by a snowball.
Yes. What have you got, Elaine?
I said run over by a snow plow.
A snow plow.
Thank you.
Arctic
Discerning
Mutual.
audience.
What have you got there for us?
Iceberg.
Iceberg.
I was shocked.
You were close. Oh, they gave it?
I suppose on the theory that an icicle is a small iceberg. Yes.
An Eskimo dog sled backing out of an igloo, just in case he said any one of those things.
I see.
She did.
Eskimo dog sled backing out of an igloo. All right. Drew, you need 1 to tie and 2 to win. Muggsy said, I went to the world's toughest school. There wasn't one guy in class who had both his blanks.
I got it. Very good.
Drew.
Texas are upon you.
Muggsy said, I went to the world's toughest school. There wasn't one guy in class who had both his blanks.
Legs?
Legs.
Aw, that's not.
It just blew it, Drew.
That's pathetic.
I guess on the theory that someone said, I'll break your legs or whatever.
That was really a tough school.
Yes.
The school I was thinking of, they used to fight and wrestle around and bite off each other's ears.
Yeah. One guy had both his ears. All right.
Hear no evil, see no evil. Eye.
Both his eyes. Knock his
They
eye
call
out.
me Four Eyes in school.
They did. Why was
Among
that?
other things.
Yeah.
Ears.
Both his
teeth.
I don't know what you're talking about, Charles. There wasn't one guy in class who had both his
Front teeth.
front teeth, I would say, would be the definitive answer.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Would you say it would be the definitive? I said the same thing in the front teeth.
Oh, you said that. All right, now you must match Patty to stay in the game and achieve a tie.
Good luck.
Dear.
Well, it's all over.
Ears.
Ears. All right, tie wins the game. Right now, a little blue dot if you would, please. That's game number 1. You'll be back to play game number 2 a little bit later.
Thank you.
Two games. Now we'll spin this thing around for you. She's coming back for game number 2 later.
Hi, Drew.
Here we go with the big wheel coming down for your benefit, Ty, and there's the super match board for your benefit. Let's have a go at it. Good luck to you. We polled a studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. You gotta blank. You gotta blank. $500 for matching the most popular answer. $250 if you match the second most popular, and then $100 for you if you match the third. Now, as you call on the stars, step out here where you can make sure you can see everybody's name, because sometimes in the heat of the moment you might forget who is who here.
Okay, I'll go with the white first with Mr. Bobby Van, Miss Elaine.
All right.
Thank you. What did you say? I'll go with the white person here. Is
You didn't say that.
wife.
The wife of Bobby Van.
I thought he said that. I thought he did.
These older women don't hear too well.
Well, you
Do you want to force it on the grounds of not being white?
So, you gotta have heart.
You gotta have heart. There's one.
Miss Aston.
You got a lot of nerve.
You got a lot of nerve.
And anybody? Nobody's?
You got to give me a break.
You got to give me a break. That's a show business term, isn't it?
You got to give me a
show
break.
business term,
You
you
got to
gotta
have
have a
heart, and you got a lot of nerve. Those are the 3. Now, at this point, you have the option of choosing one of those or giving us one of your own.
Have heart. I like.
You got to have heart. All right, let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where? We'll begin down at the bottom and reveal the $100 response. You got to go.
Gotta go when you gotta go.
If you gotta go, you gotta go.
Excuse me.
Hang around. Let's take a look at the $250 number. You got to have heart. There it is, $250 for you. All right. You got to have nerve?
You got to have nerve is number
No.
1.
You think that's going to be up
You
there?
gotta have a gimmick.
Gotta be kid.
You got to be kid.
I thought of that. I thought of that.
You thought of that?
I thought of it.
You
Yes, I
gotta
did.
be
Why didn't you
good.
say it?
Kid.
I didn't say it because I figured if it was not amongst the...
The geniuses.
Oh, honey, then you got 6
I see.
dummies
Don't
over
blame
here.
it on
Yeah.
his
I'm
time.
starting to relax now. It's gonna be-
Right. Okay. All right, slide the big one. You got to be kidding. You got to be kidding. Johnny Olson's answer. Well, listen, you won the $250, means the least you'll play for is 10 times that amount, or $2,500. However, we do invite you to spin the star wheel,
gonna get it
and if you get a lucky spin on it, you'll double it up and play for $5,000.
Fantastic.
Step right up there and have a go at it.
Double for time.
And here we go.
Double,
Bing.
double, double.
Almost. Ready, Steve? He'll write your answer, if you would, please. He'll give us a verbal response when I call for it, and this is it. Blank diary. Blank diary. Blank diary. All right, Ty, if you give us the answer that Steve has written on the card and put in the slot, we will give you the $2,500. What do you say?
My diary.
My diary. All right, my diary. He says we'll match you for the $2,500, Steve.
Dear.
Dear diary. Dear diary.
I thought like you, though, Tom.
That's the most common entry, I think, in the diary, isn't it? Dear diary is a very popular phrase. You have $250. You're going to play another game. You may be back up here again. Let's find out what happens after this. Back Drew Gaines. This is the second, final game for the two of you. He has $250, and Drew will ask you to make a selection here of A or B.
A, please.
A it is.
For Elephant Man.
A says,
Huh?
King Kong is so big he uses manhole covers as blanks. That's how big he is. That's it, Richard.
I am straight King Kong. Cute.
Here we go, Drew. King Kong is so big, he uses manhole covers as blanks.
Frisbees?
Frisbee. What a nifty answer. Isn't that
That's
good?
great answer. Too smart for the room. The poor thing, she shouldn't be up here with all these goons.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I always thought he was really big, so big that he would use those manhole covers for earplugs.
Steve has a case on ears today.
Back to Dallas.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll go.
He's lucky he has a show to follow. I wish I'd thought of Frisbee, Drew. I really do. I said buttons.
Buttons. He's big. What do you think up there?
He's a big mother.
Right.
Use them for
Rerun the booze on Steve's earplugs.
All right, yeah. What have you got now?
Hey, King Kong, you know how he climbs up everything like that? Well, he used those manhole covers for corn pads.
What?
Very popular answer. Whoa.
It's a lot of
You know what I had? No,
What?
nothing.
No. What have you got?
Well, even King Kong has to have time to play.
Yes.
So if they had a board game for him, he'd use those manhole covers for tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks.
In fact, I remember that very sad last frame of the film as he's dying under the thing, and he winks his tiddly for the last time.
That's
It was a
true.
very sad moment.
Yeah. All right.
I will simply follow that with my answer.
Cufflinks. That's another good one. We had some good ones there, but not a match for Drew. And now let's see what we have for you, Ty. In your first round question, Old Oscar is the world's oldest game show host.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've heard of the show Beat the Clock? Well, Oscar's first show was called Beat the Blank.
I see it. If it's over 20 words, it's very hard.
I know it.
His mind doesn't get quick. He's like,
Well, that's not true. Old Oscar is the world's oldest game show host.
You can be replaced, Charles. Good.
This is for Charles. Oh, use it. I love it.
You must remember the operative word. Old is the operative word.
You gotta know. Don't hit. My hair will break. A million pieces.
You ready? Oh. Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. It didn't bother me.
All right, Ty. Old Oscar is the world's oldest game show host. You've heard of the show Beat the Clock?
I'm in.
Well,
You'll never match it anymore.
Oscar's first show was called Beat the Blank.
Antiques.
Beat the Antiques.
Bye, Ty.
I thought my answer
don't
was
pull the
bad.
dear thing.
I was worried.
The scoreless tie will no doubt continue. All right, Steve.
As evidenced by my reply, which is beat the hearse.
Beat the hearse.
Beat the hearse.
I
It don't make no
understand
sense, do it?
No, it don't make no sense.
Listen, you're gonna fall in
I
love
hope he's got
all
some
over
acting
again.
talent.
You're gonna fall in love all over again because you're gonna get an answer that's gonna make some sense to you.
All right, let's see it.
Beat the sundial.
Beat the sundial.
Thank you. There's a magic.
You do understand it. Good. Excellent.
The nurse said I could have had my bath a half hour ago.
Yeah, well, the wet sheets
They
weren't ready.
just put me over here. Supposed to get a visitor today, too. It's Sunday, isn't it?
Yes.
You don't get any visitors. Ever.
Let's take a look at it.
That's what she said.
Here's the oldest show, Beat the Clock. Well, Oscar's first show was called Beat the Blank.
Beat the sundial.
That's the answer. What do you got there,
Well,
Richard?
I really wasn't grooving in on the operative whatever. And I thought he was so old, it was beat the host to the bathroom.
Everybody, there's something in the air today, I'll tell you.
Boy.
Patty?
I'm the nurse, and would you tell the patient in the third seat I've been waiting half an hour to give him a bath? Beat the sundial.
Sundial. There it is. No score at the end of round one, and we'll go to round two after we do this for you. Now it's time to say goodbye, and we'll look forward to seeing Drew and Ty tomorrow.
Were they born Drew and Ty? I mean,
Drew
you know
and
what I'm
Ty?
saying? Drew
Yeah.
and Ty. I
Drew,
knew
is
a
that your-
couple.
Yeah.
I knew a couple, Sid and Phil, for 20 years, and I don't know which one is Sid and which one is Phil. I really don't. Now, maybe Drew and Ty. Maybe one is Ty is Drew and Drew is Ty.
Nurse.
Nurse is here.
Nurse.
I'm ready for the band.
Hey, that's enough. There's the nurse. Take him to his room. I'm Gene Rayburn. Join us next time for the match game. Good.
Today's consolation prizes are Polyglide Coat Sound Shield for the noisy underside of your car, not an undercoating. Polyglide Coat is a sound shield at new car dealers only. At American Tourister, strong, lightweight luggage, good-looking protection that keeps your clothes looking good. American Tourister, the only way to travel. And a cosmetic tote bag and chapstick lip balm, serious medicine to help heal and protect lips from sun, wind, and cold. Keep your lips smooth and soft with chapstick lip balm. And a planter stand and Guardsman polish used by fine furniture manufacturers, rich in natural and organic oils, no silicones or wax buildup. And a carry-all and Buff Puff, the gentle cleansing sponge to smooth and soften your skin and let the younger you shine through. Beautiful skin begins with Buff Puff. And a manicure set and Perfect Nail for beautiful nails. Helps harden surface coating, gives nails protection from splitting and polish and chipping, furnished by Perfect Nail. And a lap blanket and Tri-Minute. Have a cold, runny nose all stuffed up. Doctors say try Tri-Minute syrup more than any other non-prescription cold remedy. Pleasant tasting and it works. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast. Get ready to match the stars. From Eight Is Enough, Brian Patrick Clark. From Quincy, Jack Klugman. Charles Nelson Ruddy. Elaine Joyce. From Mork and Mindy Bob Donner. And Marcia Wallace. As we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game. And now, here's the star of Match Game, Gene Rayburn.
You really don't mean it.
No.
Yes. Thank you.
I do so.
You all quite ready to have a go at it, shall we?
Sure.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. How was it yesterday?
It was invigorating.
Yes.
Enervating in another sense, but invigorating.
Have you ever done one of these?
Of match game?
No, I mean any kind of game
Show.
No names.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have?
Several.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All the best ones.
All the biggies.
All
But
the
I won't
biggies.
mention any of the names.
The really big ones. And finally, you've filtered down
I'm
to
moving,
us.
No, well, I'm
Finally, it's come
moving,
to this.
you know,
Oh.
I'm moving horizontally. Let's put it that way.
Yes. You're
My God.
Very
I almost
diplomatic.
wrote on myself.
Yes, right. All right.
Rolling right along.
Sail over.
Holy mackerel. No wonder the show goes in the toilet. Yeah, keep it up and bubble here. Come on. Not a talk. Let's go. Let's go.
Bob Conway, that was King. Hello. Remember Bob Conway, who has a singing telegram company, and Beatrice King, who won game number 1 and ended up with $250.
Yes.
But we're delighted she won something. We're in the middle of round 1 here, and this is Beatrice's question. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Here we go. In the restaurant, Sally said, that chef must have been a gardener. He's sprinkling blank on all the food.
Oh. We're waiting for his art director.
Here we go, Beatrice. In the restaurant, Sally said that chef must have been a gardener. He's sprinkling blank on all the food.
Fertilizer.
All righty. What'd you say, Brian?
Well, I was going to put bull, but I instead wrote fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
See, I thought that was normal. Bread always cooked with fertilizer, though. Well, I said weed killer.
Yeah, you got to like
Bread
the
always
taste of
cooked
it.
with fertilizer.
You got to like the taste of it, huh?
Yeah,
right.
man. It's better than that sushi stuff, I'll tell
Right,
you.
yeah.
Back on sushi.
All right.
Well, you gotta admit, it did bubble there for a minute. Fertilizer.
Oh, all right. That chef must have been a gardener. He's sprinkling blank on all the food. Brank on all the food. What do you say to this, Elaine?
My answer stinks.
It does. Oh. No one said my answer yet. What do you say?
Did you think of dung?
No.
I couldn't spell it, so I put fertilizer.
I see. That's another one for your collection.
That's another one for us.
Say my answer.
Well, I'd be happy to, but you have to tell me what it is first, dear.
Grass seed.
Grass seed?
Boy,
Yeah.
that would have been a good one.
You don't like that one?
Yeah, sure,
Grass
Bob.
seed is quite good.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
You could mistake it for caraway seeds or anything like that.
Sunflower seeds, bird seed, or fertilizer.
All right. So we have 5 for her. Go to round 2. You're ahead. Beatrice, you go first.
Okay, 8, please.
8 is. One person plays.
Who's that?
Guess who?
That's what.
Mr. Bubble.
Yeah.
Let's keep it rolling. He's a better cook. I wouldn't be doing
Mr. Bubble.
That's the way this show sings.
Bubbly enough.
Where are you when we need you, Brett? All right. Tim said, this gold coin is a fake. After I bought it, I discovered there was blank inside.
This gold coin is a fake.
Come on, let's bubble right along. Bubble.
You got to keep it rolling.
Not bubbly enough.
All right, let's keep it rolling, Jack, here.
Okay, time's up.
Oh, that isn't the answer I would have used.
All right, Beatrice. This gold coin is a fake. After I bought it, I discovered there was blank inside.
Copper.
Copper. Well,
Sushi.
sushi. What do you say to that?
Better late than never. Fertilizer.
Oh.
All right. Brett's coming.
Right. Jack marches to the sound of his own drummer, doesn't he?
Since I got rich, yeah.
One step behind. It's all right. Well, Beatrice, you have 5, and he has 1. That means he needs 4 to tie and 5 to win. Everyone except Brian will play, because Brian matched, and that's pretty good for the new kid on the block. Art said, you know you've had too much to drink at the party when you try to do a swan dive into the blank. I know you don't drink, Charles, but try and think of one anyway.
I don't drink much.
All right, here we go. Bob.
Yes.
Art said, you know you've had too much to drink at the party when you try to do a swan dive into the blank.
Punch bowl.
Very good answer. Okay. He came up with a pretty good answer.
Yeah. Neither I didn't.
You didn't?
I took it where the
You're
show
cute.
was going.
Into the toilet. The swan dive into the All right, you got to match everybody else now, Bob, to stay in the game.
He's got his own show spinning off of this, the Bubble Hour.
The bubble.
Punch bowl, hang in there, Bob.
All right.
Hang in there, baby.
That's bottom tier, we get a tie.
Punch bowl.
Time to 3 to score. Bob Conway's on a roll, Bob.
Yes, we were wondering what time he put in his call for. Punch bowl.
Punch bowl. 5 to 4.
All right. Now we're talking heavy bubble.
Now we're talking really heavy
You got
bubble.
your suspense here.
Yes.
It's come down to one answer.
Right.
Mine.
That's right. Is it a...
Whether or not pretty much his life is in my hands. That's
Right.
heavy bubble.
Yes.
Punch bowl.
All right. Game ends in a tie. And we'll tell you what happens in this event right after we tell you about this. Here we go. We have to do a tiebreaker now. So that means we'll turn off these lights, blow the fuse, and bing, they go off. Push the button, reveal one tie-breaking question for each. The one who matches the most will be the winner. Bob, A or B?
I'll take A.
You got it. Tie-breaking question. At the tax audit,
Oh, God.
something we're all familiar with, the Internal Revenue agent let Sally take off all her deductions because Sally let him take off her blank. You're much faster than Brett.
Well, he's younger. Oh, no.
Oh, will you
Just kidding.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, Brett, no. You should hear the things she's been saying about me.
Oh, just kidding.
You think she's
My best friend in the whole world.
All right, Bob. At the
I
tax
love
audit, the
Taiwan.
Internal Revenue agent let Sally take off all her deductions because Sally let him take off her blank.
Her clothes.
All right. Are we corrupting you?
Well, I wish I could say you were.
Oh,
in all
I'm
honesty.
very happy for you,
Well, thank
Brian.
you, thank
Yes.
you. I'm a married man, though. So.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Does that
Oh,
mean you're corrupt?
Well, no, we've only been married 2.5 years.
I see.
We haven't had time to get down to it.
Two and a half years? You haven't had time?
Come on, Jack. What's the hurry?
What's more important?
Spends all his time eating sushi.
We're both young. Yes. Bob, you got a match.
Close. All right, one for him.
I'm going to surprise you. Close.
It doesn't bubble, but it's right.
I said her Halston top and Gloria Vanderbilt jeans.
All right, there's another one.
That's a novelty there.
That's 3 for Bob. The Internal Revenue agent let Sally take off all her deductions because Sally let him take off her what?
Clothes.
All right, 4 for him.
Boy, Bob, you're on a roll. Close.
That's right.
I love it. It's great.
Let's see him.
Darling.
Oh, oops.
Love that artwork, yes.
My God, she's
Not quite as
facing the way.
exciting as the last time you got to me, you know.
Not
Because now he's 5 ahead, and now he's 6.
now he's 6. Well, you've got your work cut out for you. You need to match all 6 stars to stay in the game. Dumb Donald was so dumb. When the employment agency told him that they found him stable employment, Donald went out and bought a blank.
They're going to treat you nice in the home.
Thank you.
All right, Dietrich. Dumb Donald was so dumb when the employment agency told him that they found him stable employment, Donald went out and bought a blank.
A horse.
All right. It's possible we may go to tiebreaker number 2.
Does it happen often that it dies right here?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it didn't this time.
Aha!
Now, if this man doesn't give horse.
Huckleberry Finn here's giving me a heart attack.
Horse. Little horse, Jack.
Jacqueline, sure.
Yeah.
You still own that horse?
What do you mean still?
Yeah.
I give up everything for that horse. Everything. Our friendship.
Was it? It's going well. It's
Yes,
running.
very well in Florida.
At breakfast this
Those were
morning.
the other night.
Shovel and pail. I'm sorry.
Shovel and pail. So that means
That's why I said hay. Feed the horse.
hay and horse and all that. Come on down, Bob. Now, we're going to say goodbye to you now. It was a pleasure to meet you. Remember, you won $250. In addition, we'll send you a prize. An oil slick will be sent your
All
way.
right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Bob, here we go. We polled the studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. All day blank.
Oh, now there I
All
know.
day blank.
Okay, ready.
All right, now you
Oh, boy.
call on the stars.
Raise your hand. What is this?
Oh, boy.
Oh, good.
What, you gonna raise your hand?
Okay, how about
What is
how
this?
about Bob?
Let's make a deal. Choose me. Choose me. What is that?
All day sucker?
All day sucker.
What this show seems like it takes all day long. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Charles.
All day Finnegan, the shortstop from the no. All day what?
No.
All day.
He's looking for a little help, Brian. We're a very cooperative.
Oh!
Charles.
Sounds like.
All-day deodorant pad.
All-day deodorant pads, all-day sucker, and all day long are the three they've given you. Now you have the option of choosing one of their answers or giving us one of your own.
Terrific.
All-day sucker.
All right. All right, that's the answer that Bob Donner gave you. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. May we see the $100 response? Oh, right off the bat, we got it.
Well, you got the think of it that way.
At least not going away empty.
Right. The next one says, all day, all night.
Mary Ann.
Yeah, that's a song, right? And what do you think is on top, audience? All day long?
Sure.
Go. Yep, you're right, audience. All right, Bob, you've got $100, and we'll tell you what the next step involves right after we tell America about this. You won the $100. And that means the least you'll play for is 10 times that amount, or $1,000. However, we do want you to spin the wheel and see if you can double it to $2,000. So step right up there and grab that peg. You must make one revolution, remember, and good luck to you.
Don't hit me.
There we go. All right, you're playing with the veteran Charles Nelson Riley for $1,000. Good luck to you. Remember, your job is to match him. Here it is. Creative blank. Creative blank. I'll let Charles see it just to make sure we all understand the word we're talking about.
What are you doing? Agatha Mystery. What is going on? Agatha Christie, what am I saying?
All right, here we go. Creative blank. Your job is to match Charles for $1,000. What do you say?
Creative person.
I thought of two things. What did you think of, Charles? Did you think of
The
creative?
longest pause I ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Creative thinking.
Creative thinking. Creative toys would have been my choice.
You have our help.
Creative cooking. That's another good one. All right, Bob, you have $100 and our best wishes. Many thanks for being here on Match Game. Bob Conway, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's welcome Joe Germain and Ronnie Haddad. Hello, hello. Joe and Ronnie, welcome to the two of you. Let's get acquainted. Joe, please tell us about yourself.
Sure, Gene. I'm a robbery detective with Los Angeles Police Department.
No.
I was not here.
You weren't here?
I think it's the new person at the end.
Certainly not stereotyped.
No, that's right.
I'm into camping, fishing. My wife and son are here today to watch and hoping to win.
Well, all right. Good luck to you, Joe. Ronnie, tell us about you, please.
I'm from San Diego. I'm married. I have 2 little boys, and most of my activities now center around my oldest son with swimming and gym classes and art classes. And I'm happy to be here, finally.
Well, we're delighted to have both of you here, and good luck to both of you. We'll begin with Joe by asking him to choose A or B.
Choose A, Gene.
A. A. Do any of these characters look suspicious to you, Joe?
I'm getting some shifty looks from Charles.
Yeah, that's right. Look at his eyeball. Look at his eyes. Watch his eyes. His eyes are going left to right that way.
That's how he looks all
I
the
went
time.
to the movies that night. I have the ticket and everything.
All right, here we go. Tom said, you know food is too expensive when you get home from work and find your wife preparing the blank for dinner. Yeah, it is.
Does that nothing to do with cost?
Yeah.
Did you say the blank?
Now, don't be too close in touch with reality here.
The blank.
Your wife preparing the blank for dinner.
Didn't trust me, eh, Lance?
All right. Chuck.
Yo, Gene, yo.
Here we go, Joe. Tom said, you know food is too expensive when you get home from work and find your wife preparing the blank for dinner.
The blank. Can of sardines. I couldn't come up with anything.
Do you know how much a can of sardines cost these days?
Jack's about to tell you.
Did you misunderstand the question?
I just put an A where the D was. I don't think it'd make much difference.
A blank. Oh, all right. He said a can of sardines. What did you say, Brian?
Well, mine makes about as much sense. I don't feel badly. A single baked bean.
A single baked bean. Times were tough, weren't they?
All right, let's hear the booze. A dog.
Apparently, this group thinks roast dog is a delicacy.
Really? Boil it.
Yeah. Oh, boil. Yeah.
They were gourmets.
Yes.
So it was a Yorkshire Terrier pudding.
A Yorkshire Terrier pudding. Oh.
How's that for a bubble?
That's as big a bubble as you're going to get.
Oh, here's another
Bubble off.
What?
They put it in the microwave and it burst. Dog.
Oh! I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it.
Oh, God.
You get home from work, find your wife preparing a blank for dinner. I hate this question. Let's not have I hate this question. What do you say, Bob?
Heaven help the next person who says dog.
You're not kidding.
Oh, I don't blame
I get it. Bow wow. Bow wow.
It's Bow Wow. Look.
Can of
Looks
sardines.
remarkably like the horse.
Yes.
Horsey and the doggy.
Right.
Well,
Dog has got a different nose if you want to bring it up.
Poodle.
he turned on me.
Yes, he did.
We used to be best friends. He turned
Gene,
on
I'm frightened, Uncle Gene. I'm scared.
This will be all right.
You know,
We'll eat alone, you and I. We won't join the others for dinner. What have you got?
You wouldn't have had to listen to this answer if Betty White were on the panel because he wouldn't have said it. Dog.
Oh, all right. So there we are. Joe, a dog seemed to have had it there. We'll have a question for you in a moment. Right now, we have this for you.
That's why I like doing the show. It's elevated, and you
right.
pretend there's water there
Welcome
and
to
boats
Men
are
At
going
Fishing.
by.
See all the boats
Sports
going by?
program brought to you every Sunday afternoon.
There's a
We're
Portuguese
interviewing two of
fisherman
the
out
young
there.
fishermen
Hi,
here.
Olaf. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Is there a doctor in the house?
It's really, the water is quite clear for a harbor this big, isn't
Yeah,
it?
well, except for a little of that dog do over
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't say dog do on television.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, we're not on television.
No, we're
Oh,
not.
my God, are we back?
Oh, Gene Rayburn, join us next time for the Match Game. Goodbye.
Some contestants will receive a cheese server and Gino's Party Special Pizza with a crisp and tasty crust you can trust, plus the flavor shaker, Gino's in your grocer's freezer. Gas-saving Quaker State Sterling Motor Oil, specially blended to help save gas and money. You'll be staying on the road with Quaker State. Minwax makes it easy to bring out the best in wood and top it with lasting protection. You can do wonders with wood finishing by Minwax. Search the breath mint that gives you the confidence of knowing your breath is clean. Search available in snappy cinnamon flavor. Kikkoman, America's most popular soy and teriyaki sauces, enhances the flavor of all kinds of dishes for that special flair. Add quality, add Kikkoman. 20 Mule Team Borax, an actual for freshening and cleaning all the family wash. Handy for many household cleaning chores. And a calculator and Pledge gives your furniture a clean, clear, more beautiful shine. Pledge brings out the beauty every time you dust. This is...
Get ready to match the stars from the Love Boat, Fred Grandy. Brett Summers. From Charlie's Angels, David Doyle. From General Hospital, Dawn Jeffrey. Bill Daly. And Rita Moreno. As we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now, here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rayburn.
all of you. Shall we get this show on the road?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, stars, would you join me in greeting Kim Fabian and Royce Moss? Strike that. Welcome to both of you. We'd like to find out a little bit about you. We're a very friendly bunch here. We hope you are friendly and not hostile.
Nervous.
Rice, let's find out about you first.
Okay. I live in San Diego, and I work for a fast food restaurant chain as a training supervisor. I'm into photography. I do a lot of jogging, like physical fitness, outdoor sports.
Are you in good shape?
I'm in pretty good shape.
All right. Get down there and do 50 push-ups.
Wait a minute.
All right. Good luck to you, Royce. Kim, let's hear about you.
I'm an assistant manager at a savings and loan in Cucamonga.
In Cucamonga?
Uh-huh.
That's a town that Bob Hope always made jokes about.
Right. Okay, and I enjoy water skiing. And I'm very nervous at this point, but I'll do all right.
What can we do to calm her down?
Oh, God.
No, wait a minute. No, No, she's not that nervous, Bill.
I'm not that calm. But I'm very happy to be here.
Well, we're delighted to have both of you.
Thank you.
Here on Match Game PM, you'll each have 3 opportunities to match as many of those creatures as you possibly can.
That's those guys up there.
No, that's you. That's you. And the one who's done that most often at the end of the third round with the winner, go on to play the big money super match, which can pay off over $20,000. Good luck to both of you. Royce will begin with you, A or B.
Who's A, I guess?
Royce says he wants A. Are you ready?
Ready.
David, you're laughing. I haven't even read it yet.
I know, but I like it.
Yeah.
David, would you cheer up?
Just anticipating the last match.
Perk down.
Carol phoned her mother.
Yeah?
Ma, we just got to the honeymoon suite, and I think my honeymoon is going to be real strange. I just peeked into Ed's suitcase, and he's brought along a blank.
Oh, gosh.
Here we go. No.
You don't want to
Cut.
Any man who says to put that in there.
Carol phoned her mother. Ma, we just got to the honeymoon suite, and I think my honeymoon is going to be real strange. I just peeked into Ed's suitcase, and he's brought along a blank.
He's brought along a mother-in-law.
A mother-in-law.
Suitcase? Superman, sir. Have I ever heard?
A mother-in-law.
That's good.
Yeah. Carried her in the suitcase. Yes. Didn't I tell you they'd never say that? What do you say?
Well, in lieu of matching, I wrote a book. He brought along a Christian Dior original, open-toed shoes, and a goat.
All right, you had a lot of chances there, Royce, but it didn't happen.
Mine is simple and direct. A bullwhip and chains.
There you go. Whips and chains.
Oh, wishful thinking, my dear. Wishful thinking. A peignoir.
Ah! Ed in a peignoir. He was just
Which
so
is a pen and pencil set.
attractive. Hello, Dawn.
Hello, Gene.
How are you, my dear?
I'm with Brett, a whip.
A whip, okay. Was one of those honeymoons.
I must say that he dresses
just one of those
the
honeymoons?
best dressed guy we ever had on the
He's
show.
a nifty
Boy,
dresser.
he's a nifty dresser.
Good looking kid, too, yeah.
I said, going along with you being a great dresser, he brought along another guy.
Another guy.
A very small guy.
Sure.
Billy Barty's.
I understand.
We have a very strange and perverse fellow. He brought along bra and panties.
A bra and panties in Ed's suitcase.
Yeah, you like that?
Well, Royce, you see what you're dealing with?
I see. Exactly.
And the answers they threw out. All right.
Go into that.
Dean said, today's food prices are making people desperate.
And crazy.
Yes, I just caught my secretary trying to Xerox a blank. If you're too young to think of one, steal one.
I'm too dumb to steal one. That's how dumb I am. I don't know. I'm just dumb. That's why I'm here.
All right, Kim. Dean said today's food prices are making people desperate. I just caught my secretary trying to Xerox a blank.
Coupons?
What?
Coupons?
Oh, you mean like...
Did you say capon or coupon?
She said coupon.
Put your cape on.
Put your cape on. It's getting cold in there.
All right. I said
that.
a pound of hamburger and a goat.
Stay with the goat.
It's a delicious dish. Cabrito.
Yeah.
Se llama
That's right,
cabrito, right?
cabrito,
Oh,
see?
it's wonderful. Barbecued.
A pound of chopped meat or hamburger and a goat.
Oh, I can
These
see.
people are getting my you-know-what.
Your peignoir.
Steak.
Steak is a good answer.
What's wrong with goat?
Oh, no, hamburgers are excellent. Yeah,
He
very
stole
good.
that from me.
What do you got there?
Xeroxed a rare steak.
A rare steak. All right.
While I was hurried, as you probably can see by this answer, I had a carton of yogurt made out of goat cheese. That's what that was. Which is not even close.
And I had a filet mignon.
Yeah. Well,
Moving
now
right
there's
along.
the end of round one. You want to do a commercial now? All right,
Why
let's do a
not?
commercial now and hurry back after that. Royce went first last time, so Kim, you go first this time. The score is tied 0-0. I'm afraid that's what it's going to be all day. What do you want, A or B?
A, please.
A, you sure? All right, here it is. Jim said, or Tim, or what the hell ever it says here.
Some guy said that.
He says, Tim, thank you. I just saw the ultimate jiggle show on television.
Jiggle?
Yeah.
Jiggle show. You know what that is?
No.
Sure. I
You know
can
what a
do
jiggle
it.
show
Let's
is?
all show him all the girls.
Show him what a jiggle show is.
I don't do
I'll
jiggle.
show him what
I
a
will tell
jiggle.
you.
I don't do jiggle.
I'll tell you something. I know shows that... I've been on a show at one time that was accused of being a jiggle show, but I want to say it right here now. There is no other way I can walk.
No. A jiggle show is a show on which there are very beautiful young ladies who, when they
I
walk,
thought you said gigolo.
they
Oh,
jiggle.
Jiggle show.
You don't even, you can't write, you can't hear, well, you can't see, you can't read. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
dumb, that's all.
I just saw the ultimate jiggle show on television. It was called Dolly and Raquel Get on a Blank. All right, as soon as they're ready, we'll call on you. Here we go. Tim said, I just saw the ultimate jiggle show on television. It was called Dolly and Raquel Get on a Blank.
Trampoline.
Trampoline! Now, that girl came up with the definitive answer.
I'll blow it at your ear.
Well,
Oh, such a cultivated and refined lady we have.
it's been so long, though, we've lost our basic skills. I said a teeter-totter and transfer to a goat.
A teeter-totter. All right.
I said a riveter and a goat.
A riveter. Oh,
Riveter.
no. That would make, yeah. A pneumatic drill, a riveter, that would make you jiggle.
Twiggy.
I don't know how
Right.
you spell a trampoline.
Trampoline and get up. Very good, David. David gave the little, Kim gave Fabian there a 1. What have you got for her?
Oh, that was an excellent answer. I apologize. I said a horse.
Horse would make you jiggle, not
That's
bad.
good, John. That's not bad.
All right.
Now, this doesn't make any sense at all. They got on Bo Derek, which is just silly.
Yeah, it's terrible. Right.
Eat it.
Not
Eat
bad.
that.
Terrible.
Eat
I was
that,
feeling
Bill.
at the time. Oh,
He's-
wait,
he's
I
eating
might
that.
eat my words, but I can't spell them. So
Yeah.
forget it.
Yeah. What do you
I
got?
got a good one for you. I have trampoline.
There it is. All right, Kim has 2. Royce, let's see what we've got for you. All right. Farmer Brown said.
I know what Farmer Brown is.
No, he didn't say that. He said, I don't mind sleeping in the barn, but the blank keeps hogging the covers.
You've got to go for the
This is yours, right? Right. Farmer Brown said, I don't mind sleeping in the barn, but the blank keeps hogging the covers.
How about the horse?
All right. The horse keeps hogging the horse do sleep in the barn?
That's
Horses
right.
sleep in the barn?
What has been my theme all night?
The goat! We finally got a farmer question, and no one pays any attention to Fred Grandy's answers. All right, he's got one answer.
Nobody,
and
huh?
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Or to the woman he's in love with, Brett Summers. Goat!
Goat.
I don't believe it.
Or to our firstborn.
What? You didn't say it? Did you say it? You thought he'd say goat? Goat, it is. Goats don't sleep in the barn, do they? So what do you
I
have?
wish I had gone with what I originally went with.
Yes.
The hog.
Hog!
That's it.
No.
Hog the covers.
Hold on.
Don't sleep in a
I mind sleeping in a barn, but the hog keeps hogging the covers. Don't you understand?
Yes, you idiots.
Don't understand. Everybody out.
Out. Playing match so you get pat.
But we didn't match.
Yeah. Is that your answer? Of course. You got it. Okay. Now we'll go to round 3. Now this is the last round, and Kim is ahead 2-1, so you have to go first.
I'll take A.
All right. 2 people do not play, David and Rita. Norman has a strange sense of humor. When he buys a newspaper, he reads the blank for laughs.
Oh, I got it.
All right, Kim. Norman has a strange sense of humor. When he buys a newspaper, he reads the blank for laughs.
Obituaries.
The obituary. Okay. Now, I'm sorry that there is no way you can work the word goat into this answer.
Don't be too sure.
No, it can't be done.
Goat ad.
It can't be done.
No.
This man has a goat writer.
I matched.
Obituary. Oh, there's one for Kim. Yes.
I'll bet you our.
There. Kim now has 4. John, we're up to you.
Go, baby.
5 for her.
Now here we come to Einstein.
Don't be too sure about Bill Daly. We're not too sure about
This
Bill
is the
Daly.
only one I got right. Now, you realize I write real fast because I can't spell, but it is obituary. Trust me.
That's 6 for her. Now, Royce, what you have to do is match 5 to tie. Now, Royce is going to try and catch up. Pay attention. Don't talk when the star's talking, because I'm going to have to come up there and belt you in the mouth if you keep doing that.
Just doing a song.
Makes the rules very
Bill
clear.
Bill Daly, won't you please
Yeah.
go home?
Well, he's...
I am home. Come on, you guys are making him the goat.
Will it never end? Wilma is so short. When she got into a fight with Mickey Rooney, she gave him an uppercut and hit him right in the blink. All right, Royce, here we go. Wilma is so short, when she got into a fight with Mickey Rooney, she gave him an uppercut and hit him right in the blank.
The knee.
The knee. All right. 5 knees will achieve a tie for Royce. What have you got for him, Fred?
What if he was on a goat?
Knee! There it is. 1 for Royce.
Mine has a sound. Knee.
Knee. You scared me there for a minute. Show us your knees. Yeah.
Here we go, babe.
So it's now 6-4. You need 2 more knees, or 4, as the case goes. What have you got for him, my dear?
Take my knees.
Knees. Yeah. 5. Got to match Bill now. Knees. Yay! So we end up in a tie. And we'll have to go to a tiebreaker because it's 6-6. But first, we got this for you. I'm so nervous. No, I'm not nervous at all. Listen, we're going to do the tiebreaker now. We don't have time to do the regular tiebreaker. We will play sudden death. 1 question, you'll each write down an answer, and then I'll canvass the stars and see which of them will match you. If you hear your answer, let us know. Good luck to both of you. Here it is. Blank machines. Blank machines. Blank machines. There it is, if you want to look at it, Royce. All right, he's got one. All right, you can put yours in the slot, and he'll put his in the slot. If you hear your answer now, let me know. Fred, how do you match this blank machine?
Sewing machines.
Sewing machines. He's got it there. Right, come on down. All right, what did you have, Kim? Washing machine. Royce, come on down, stand on the blue dot. We'll say goodbye to Kim Fabian. We're going to send some gifts from Match Game PM. Kim Fabian, ladies and gentlemen, there she goes. All right. Now, you have a chance at the really big money here. To get to that, We've got 2 audience matches for you, and whatever you win here, the dollar amount will be multiplied by 10. Good luck to you. We polled the studio audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank tails.
Oh, I got it.
$500 for matching the most popular, $250 for the second, and $100 for the third. 3 of the 6 stars can help you. Call in the ones who are establishing eyeball contact. The others don't know nothing.
All right. I got to go with Rita.
Okay, I have one of two. It's got to be one of them has to be fairy tales. Right?
Fairy tales is one.
And Fred?
Tall tales.
Yeah.
Tall tales
Yeah,
is
that was
2.
mine too.
That's what I think.
What's
What, me?
I'll go with David.
Oh, old wives' tale.
Old wives' tales,
very
tall
good.
tales, and
Very
fairy
good.
tales. You may choose one of
How would
those
you
or
know?
think up one of your own. What would you like to do?
I like fairy tales.
You like fairy tales? All right. Let's see if we've got fairy tales under the $100 response. Tattletales is there. Hey! Remember Tattletales? All the laughs we had on that? May we see the next one, please? Tall Tales is a good response, but he wants fairy tales.
Cottontails.
But don't
No
we all
offense.
want fairy tales?
Fairy tales.
Let's see if we have fairy tales under the big one, please. Go. Thank you. Aren't we all just delighted? Now you've got $500, means the least you'll play for is $5,000. However, you can earn a lot more here with your second audience match. Go. Forget blank. All right. Now you choose 3 of the 6 for a little assistance. The ones...
Don?
Forget-me-nots.
Forget me not.
Rita?
Forget it.
Yeah, the other one.
Forget it. Now you see Bill is hiding. That means he doesn't have an answer.
we don't want Bill.
His eyes are downcast. And he don't have nothing to say to you.
Okay. I'll have to go with David again.
Yeah.
Oh, I had forget it, forget me not.
Forgettable.
And,
He forgot,
no,
unfortunately.
forget me not.
Well, honey, we don't have all
Forgettable.
night.
Huh?
Forgettable.
Forgettable.
All right. Forgettable.
That's
Forget
what-
me not and forget it are the 3. Do you want one of those or one of your own?
Oh, I like Forget Me Not.
Forget me not. All right. Here's a forget me not under the $100 response. I ask you. Forget you.
Forget you, man.
So long there, Royce.
Pretty rough
See you
talk.
around.
So long. It's been good to know you.
May we see the next one, please? Forget it.
Oh, let's hope.
That's a good sign for you.
Me, huh?
You think it's right, audience? You're going to be out there. Wishful thinking. Slide the big one. You got it. Attaboy. Yeah. He gave it to you. Yeah. All right. Another $500 means another $5,000. Added to the previous $5,000 gives you a pot of $10,000 to shoot for.
Wow.
However, we want you to spin the star wheel and see if you can double it to $20,000. Get up there. We'll
Okay,
all root
David.
for a double
Here
for you.
comes David.
Here we go.
If we get David again, I'll have it.
That's what I'm wanting off the show.
They are going to be David. I think it is going to be
That is right.
David. David. Oh,
No, it's going to be me.
No, it's not going to be David.
not me. No, not me. Not me. No,
Rita.
no.
Facing me.
The responsibility is awesome.
$20,000.
stop.
It's only his house, his mortgage, his car.
Life.
He's going to have to sell his wife. It's going to be terrible if he loses.
Faith be good to a Spanish kid. Yes. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Loud and blank. Loud and blank.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Okay.
Put it in the slot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Oh, there's an old one here.
Yeah. All right. Now she's got her answer. If you give us the same answer that she has on the card, which is already in the slot, you get $20,000. What do you say?
Rub my neck.
Clear.
Loud and clear.
What? Have you got the answer?
Royce, how do you feel about 20,000 clams?
I love it.
He's got a bundle of money, and you have this from us. Thank you. Gene Rabbiter, join us next week for Match Game PM. Thank you all. Goodbye.
Some contestants will receive First Alert Family Protection System, a low-cost home burglar alarm you can install yourself. First Alert from Pitway, the professionals in home alarms. And a Caravel watch from Bulova. This lady's watch combines classic styling with 17-jewel movement. Caravel by Bulova, the inexpensive watch find store sell. And Polyglycode protection for your car. Heat-activated formula that penetrates. Polyglycode won't let Mother Nature rip you off, but new car dealers everywhere. And Town & Country Tableware by Washington Ford. Beautiful Fleetwood handles, mirror-bright stainless steel, dishwasher safe from Washington Ford. And from Bresler's 33 flavors ice cream shops around the corner and across the country, an 8-piece placemat set and delicious varieties of ice cream creations. And Trident Sugarless Gum, the great-tasting sugarless gum with 5 delicious flavors to choose from, including bubble gum. Trident for families who care about their teeth. And Turtle Extra Car Wax, extra polymers and silicones make it extra long-lasting, extra brilliant, extra easy. Turtle Extra Car Wax in liquid or soft paste. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game PM, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.